loading. I believe we are live now. Except I have to like send all of the messages.
I'm loving the tea here.
Tea here. It's D&D time. Okay. That should be that. I'll just readjust my seat so I'm not sitting awkwardly. Alrighty. Hi, Ray. Okay, so it's episode 2 of Myths and Masquerades. Oh dear, my mic is in the way. We do have a couple announcements, so I will just go ahead with that and then we can jump into the session. So, this episode is sponsored currently by Raid Shadow Legends. I know, it's great. We're part of the meme, guys. They've been so kind as to reach out to sponsor us. It's a combat-based RPG where you can build a team, fight through a story-driven campaign, or play PvP with your friends. For anyone who missed it, there's a VOD on my channel where I actually played the game. And it had been a lot to the team if you could consider checking it out. The link that we have, yay! is accessible in both the About section of Twitch using !raid, or in the description of the YouTube video when we actually get this VOD out. That's that one. Our second announcement is that we are currently looking for new members to add to our crew, whether as Twitch mods or backup cast, amongst a litany of other roles. The application link is in our Discord, which there will be an invite to at some point in the stream, because I forgot to prepare it. As always, due to the improv nature of Myths and Masquerades, the campaign may deal with themes that some find disturbing. If that's the case, we urge you to take a break if you find yourself affected. There will always be a recap at the start of the next episode of what happened in the session. This particular session deals with some graphic injury, death, and some violence, so please be mindful as we proceed. That should be everything. We're returning to the main campaign of Earth 817 soon, but for now, we hope you enjoy episode 2 of Myths and Masquerades. Ta-da! We did it! Alrighty. So, last session. Following the attempted murder on Alathae, the elven merchant's child, who is part of Captain Vukovar Corvin's crew. My sister is texting me. And the subsequent death of Tamarin, another member of the crew, the masquerade ball has erupted into chaos. A strange magical labyrinth marked by the dwarven rune pathways has closed the ballroom off from the outside world. Partygoers have begun frantically trampling over each other to find a way out, to get away, and to survive. Satine and Sadie, in the midst of the chaos, you open an entryway into the labyrinth, and in doing so, draw the attention of the stampeding crowd. Satine is thrown to the side as Sadie slams her staff into the doorway. Try saying that 5 times fast. Effectively creating a makeshift barricade. During this time, Raphael and the captain are situated in the middle of the ballroom, tending to the body of Tamarin and an injured and shell-shocked Alathae. The crowd begins to grow angry at the barricade, pushing back against Sadie, when all of the lights shut off, plunging the hall into darkness that not even the most accustomed to the dark can see through. Satine, I believe you had a plan in action just as the lights went out.
As the dark casted over the hall and everyone was in disarray, Satine casts a dancing light spell to illuminate her immediate area.
Okay. The spell goes through, the lights pop up in front of you, but they don't shine quite as bright as they should. It's more, you can see the light, but you can't see the area around it. It's just a pinprick in front of you.
And with this pinprick, what do I see? What can I... Do I have to
Roll me a perception at disadvantage. So roll 2d20s and take the lowest.
2d20s. First is a 6. Second is a 17. Oh, that's the
Alright,
lowest.
take
right?
the 6. Yep.
Oh, okay. So that was a 6. And I have to plus my... Sorry, give me a tick.
You're all good.
6 plus... What was it? Perception.
Mhm.
And that was down... Okay, so that's an 8.
An 8. You see the lights, and you can just barely see your hands in front of your face as you shield yourself from the crowd that is pushing past you.
Yeah, okay. I tried.
You tried. It was a good plan, but it's
It was a good
magical
try, it was a good
darkness. Alright. Raphael and Vukovar.
Raphael can't see because
Cannot
of
see.
magical darkness.
Magical darkness, yep.
Okay. So they are just going to find as close as they can the nearest wall.
Mm-hmm. So you were, like, around the center of the ballroom, because that's where the, that's where Alathae and Tamarin were dancing before the attack. So you're kind of reaching out blindly around yourself, slowly shuffling towards where you remember the nearest wall being. I will get you to roll an investigation check because you're using your hands, so you don't have disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, still not great. That's a 10.
Yeah, I mean, you find a wall. There aren't really any recognizable patterns along it. You can't tell which wall it is. Your sense of direction is kind of all muddled by the fact that you cannot see.
Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'm just gonna find a wall, put my back to it, and see. Actually, I'm gonna climb up the wall.
Okay.
Using my spider climb ability.
Mm-hmm.
And just go up and see if the darkness goes the entirety of this room or if it ends
Yep.
a couple of feet in the air.
So, oh, the players are a bit quiet. Thank you. I will fix that. I'll just turn all of you up, see if that helps. Okay. But yeah, so you climb your way up. I've left the thing accidentally covering Ray. There we go. You climb your way up, and you keep going all the way up the wall? Or just as far as you can to see if the light shines through the darkness or whether it's dark all the way through. Because basically, so the wall is set up straight and then there's a little bit of a ledge and then it continues going up because there's the balcony.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going up until the darkness stops. And if I touch roof before the darkness stops, then that'll give me all the information I need.
Yeah. Darkness doesn't stop. You touch what would be the base of the balcony that goes all the way around the ballroom.
Shit. Okay. With that, I think that Raphael would come back down.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably would have taken him a hot second to go up and then back down. He's trying to slowly go up.
Mm-hmm. Careful
so
not to fall
someone
off
else
it.
probably would have gotten something done
Yep.
by that, but
Captain.
yes, I don't think I can physically fall because I can just walk. So
Okay, yeah. Nice.
The captain is in almost as close to shock as he can be. I think the making sure that the body and casualties are out of the way would be chief concern. I think as there is magical darkness and I cannot see, but I could, before the lights went out, I saw everyone rushing that way, essentially. And so I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I'm going to try and get Tamarin's body and move it and pull everyone else along with me, or whoever's there with me. So we'll sort of go in the opposite direction, corner of the room sort of vibe, until moving slowly until we hit something we can use for cover.
Yeah.
Because if someone's turned off the lights, they've turned it off for a reason.
So you do have to move quite slowly as Tamarin is dead weight, and Alathae is...
Wow.
Sorry. And Alathae is, like, in shock. She's letting you pull her along, but she's not, like, actively walking with you. So you kind of have to guide her a little. But you do eventually reach what feels like an overturned table, like one of the ones that Alathae had been previously sitting at
It's okay.
before the dance. So
I'll try and un-overturn it, if that makes sense. I'll put Tamarin sort of under it and then prop Alathae sitting down next to it to get just some sense of structure for them in the room. Otherwise, it's just a field of black with no reference point. And then I'm going to try and... I can't see anything. Noise. Are there still a bunch of noises coming from the end where everyone ran? Or can I hear anything else, like someone walking towards me? Or two people talking off the
I
other
would like
direction?
you to roll a perception check at advantage.
That was a 10 and a 20, so that advantage made a big difference.
It did.
So that's perception. So that is a natural 26.
Now that you think about it, now that you're focusing on the sounds, you don't hear anyone clamoring around anymore. You hear the blood pumping in your ears, the adrenaline, you're on edge. You don't hear any footsteps. You hear slight shuffling up one of the walls near you, and then it comes back down. Other than that, nothing.
I'm going to look towards the direction of the shuffling on the wall, and I'm going to go, "Climber, who are you?"
Raphael, you hear Captain Vukuar Corvin calling out to you as you are on your way halfway about down the descent.
yes, what can I do for you, Captain? I seem to be a tad lost.
Were you the one shuffling up the wall?
What? Shuffling up the... Oh?
Did you hear someone shuffling up the wall? Or something?
No. I've heard people running around, but nothing shuffling up the wall.
Now that you
Interesting.
stop paying attention to the sounds in the room, Raphael, you don't hear anyone running around anymore. Satine and Sadie, you both hear a hushed conversation in the far end of the room.
I didn't mean far end of the room. Aren't we in the hallway? Because we are at the door.
You are by the door to the hallway, yes. So you're on one side. So you've got basically a rectangular room, 4 corners.
Yes. Yep.
You're on one side in the corner. That's about where the entrance to the thing was. And then in the completely opposite corner is pretty much, is like where the dais was and where you can hear hushed
the
conversation.
dais was in the corner, not in the, like,
it was like
back center
on
of the
that
wall.
edge. Yeah, back center of the wall. But in the corner that would have come off the dais, you can hear hushed conversation.
I feel like I require like a badly drawn paint moment.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie, that
Okay.
would probably be helpful. But also, question, you said also that when my sister here, Satine, cast her Dispel Magic to give us a doorway out, it wasn't a doorway out, it was a doorway not to town?
Yeah, so it started to slope downwards.
So the Dispel Magic dispelled it, so we're not actually outside or in the town hall anymore. Is that correct?
So you are still in the town hall. Hold on.
So
It
I
was-
think I dispelled the magic. And
You
then
dispelled the magic that was
yeah.
holding the door closed.
Yeah,
So,
and now
So-
we can see it. Yeah.
No, yeah, I understand that, but the door that was closed, that was the door to outside. That's why everyone was clamoring for it, and that's what we were trying to
that was
do,
the door to the
was to
hallway.
open it.
The door to the outside would have been... Hold on, I'm still drawing your, like, example.
Okay, alright, okay, got it.
But basically...
Maybe this will answer my questions, because in my head, I had understood it, that we were at the doorway to the outside, and that's why everybody was clamoring out of it.
No, so there
Alright,
was...
okay. Well, I'll just wait for your,
Yeah.
just wait for your things, yeah.
There was... hold on. I'm struggling to save it to the right spot. There was, a door to the outside where everyone was headed, but there is currently no way to access that.
How so?
It's just
Wasn't that the
smooth
doorway?
stone. It
No,
has
'cause-
closed over.
Yeah, because that's what we were dispelling last time. Because
No,
that's where we
last
knew
time
a door
you-
was, right?
You knew where the door was to the hallway that you investigated, and that
Okay.
was the one that you decided to dispel.
Alright. And so people have to get through the hallway to get outside.
Assumedly, yes.
Wait, no. Assumedly how?
So, they're honestly in shock, just looking for the only way to get out of this room in particular.
Yeah, but we would know though, right? Whether or not there was an actual legitimate exit out of this room.
Not necessarily, considering the shifting nature of the hallway. But you do know that it is not... The hallway is not the room. So, like, logically, everyone would go, there is a doorway that has been opened. We run this way.
Okay. Finish your drawing and then I'll ask the question.
I've sent it
Oh, where?
in the Discord.
Okay, so are we blue or are we red?
You're red.
We're red.
Mm-hmm.
And where is the actual entrance? So we're at the actual entrance?
So the
'Cause
actual
we would
entrance...
know where the actual entrance of the door.
Yes.
Like we would know where the OG entrance to this room is,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The OG entrance to that room is... You see where the, like... Like, on the side, there's a bigger room doorway that has, like, a tunnel leading out of it. It was basically, like, an entrance hall. So the ballroom isn't, like, open to the, outside of the town hall. There was, like, an entrance room that led to,
Like a
a reception
foyer.
room. Yeah, a foyer.
Yeah, okay, got it. And so the entrance to that foyer would be...
The entrance to that foyer is on the right wall. The east wall. That's probably
The east
easier because I
wall
don't know
where
lefts
that
and rights.
current like little jutty outy bit
Yes.
is that you have?
Yes.
Okay, and then where is the hallway that I went down following
The hallway
bit?
that you went down is right behind you.
Behind me is in where?
As in, you see the like little jutty outy bit that I've drawn on that side? Right there.
On the west side?
Yes.
Okay, so the west side is the hallway that I went down. I already know what this hallway is. It's just a doubly backy, loopy, rando
Yes,
moment.
but
At
it
least
only...
that's what I think it is.
Yes, it
And
only
so-
doubled back,
and-
however, after you ran your hand over a rune.
Yeah, and then the hallway that we know is the entrance to the foyer is on that short side south wall, correct?
The entrance to the foyer is on the east wall.
So that there is the
That there is
the
the
foyer
is the
entrance.
foyer, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And you said that there were no other doors
Uh,
that we saw when we entered in.
correct. Yes.
And the
the
stairs to the
captain-
upstairs landing, where was that?
That was right by where the captain is, but they're not there anymore.
Which is
the blue
But-
cross.
okay. So there's no more stairs. There is an upstairs space that still exists.
Yes,
question
the
mark?
upstairs space still exists.
All right, I'm just trying to get my head around it because clearly I had a completely different image in my head.
Yeah,
as to
no
what
worries.
This space looked like.
No worries.
All right. I hope that makes sense to everybody else because I'm just getting it.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I hear footsteps along a wall coming
Yes.
down, and then I call out and I hear a response. Is that from a very similar position on where the footsteps were coming from?
Yes. Almost
Yes,
exactly where
okay.
the footsteps were.
Almost exactly. And then I'm not going to roll insight because I feel like Raphael, a perfect liar. Absolutely. Great gaslighting. But here we are.
I mean, with your natural 20 for the listening, you can that was exactly where Raphael was responding from. Halfway up the wall, because he was on his way down.
This is very true. I'm going to respond being like, does the darkness follow all the way up or end at some point?
Oh, Matt,
Muted.
you're muted.
Professionalism. I don't think I'd be able to tell you. I can't really see where the darkness ends, so I must assume it keeps going.
Roll a deception. Oh, a
I mean,
persuasion.
I would argue it's not a deception. It's entirely. I never said that I didn't check.
Yeah, no, you're
I
telling
just said
the
I
truth.
just have to
You don't
assume
have
that
to
it
roll
keeps
anything.
going because I haven't
Yeah.
seen. Yeah, I haven't seen its
I
end.
would like to say it's not really a deception. It's giving me the answer without giving me the answer.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
saying, I assume it keeps going, and I go, oh, I get it. Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
So it keeps going. I'm going to say, would you assume that it keeps going all the way up to the second floor? Or could you not tell that far?
I would be merely speculating.
Merely speculating. Different to assuming, though, of course.
Of course.
Can
But
you
as far
assume
as
some...
I can tell,
Mm-hmm.
this is a very all-encompassing darkness.
Could I have seen the fact that the two sisters did the dispel and like made the doorway, that sort of vibe? Was I able to tell that before the lights got shut off?
Possibly if you had been paying attention is the thing, because that was right after Alathae had gotten
Would you like me to roll
Tamarin's
history?
den. Yeah, I reckon.
To see? Okay, Mama needs a new pair of socks. Okay, that's not bad. History. I get nothing. So it's a 16 for history.
Yeah, I mean, you run a ship. You're used to having to pay attention to a lot of things at once. So, I feel like you would have been, like, keeping tabs on Alathae's pulse, like, the state of their bodies, while also looking around the room for any place that the killer might have escaped to. So, yes, I will say you did see the
Yeah.
door open.
And then I would have presumably saw the dispel magic because that has verbal and
Yes,
somatic components.
It does.
Okay. Do you think this darkness could be dispelled? That's a question to you, Raphael.
I imagine, since I can't see through it, it is not normal darkness, so it must have a magical nature to it. So, a sufficient high spell should work.
We must find those sisters then. I know one of them can at least dispel magic.
As you say, we must find those sisters. I'm actually in the middle of casting thaumaturgy to make my voice louder and be like, all right, everybody, please get your hands and just place them up against the wall so that you don't go missing in the darkness. Everybody who is at the doorway, take a step back. If you push anybody through, I will hit you with this pole.
So...
Out of the darkness, you're going to hear, "My wonderful lady, do you know how to dispel magic?"
Somewhere in the darkness, I'm looking over at my sister.
Yes, Captain, I'm sorry. I thought my previous spell would have done the trick, but clearly I was not strong enough. I cast a dispel to remove this darkness. What do I roll?
It seems you only hit the door.
Okay, so, hold on. I need to look up the rules for dispel magic.
Should do that too. Oh, hang on. I think I used it last round. Does that count?
No, because it was part of the
first.
Yeah, that
so
was
dispel
before
magic
the
is targeted.
lights happened.
You can target any creature, object, or effect within its range, and the range is 120 feet. So previously you had targeted the wall.
Yeah, and that was before
Not
this
darkness.
darkness happened.
Okay,
so
but seeing the darkness is all around, do I just...
What level are you casting it at?
3rd level.
3rd level. Okay, hold on. I need you to roll a d20 using your spellcasting ability.
So that's at the middle top of your screen?
Yes.
Plus your modifier.
16, and it is... Which one?
Your spells? So if you just scroll all the way up. Yep. Under, on the first line there, it's
Oh,
plus,
here we go. Modifier?
Yep.
So 18.
It's pretty solid.
And as I cast this spell, I think to myself, I hope this captain just leaves me alone. I can captain myself.
As you cast the spell, you can feel tangible magic around you as you try and get rid of it. And you can feel it resisting the pulse of your magic that would eventually clear the spell. And as you feel it resisting, you kind of clench your fists, dig your nails into your palms, and just breathe. And the darkness lifts.
Although I am embarrassed at my failed casting before, and that the captain called me out on it, this has worked, and I'm so happy.
As the darkness clears, the lights now visible, all of the guests are gone. You don't see anyone. Other
do I
than
see my sister?
You do see your sister. You see Captain Vukvar Corvin near a table that has been righted with the body of Tamarin underneath, an injured Alathae by his side. Further along the wall, you see Raphael. Next to you, you see your sister. And as you look around, you see another body. Hanging from the balcony where Vukvar had been keeping a watch earlier in the evening. Satine and Sadie, horror dawns on you as you begin to recognize the disemboweled corpse held up by red ropes that can only be you don't want to think about it. The stark difference of the bright, bubbly character who greeted you, shirtless just this morning, compared to the gruesome image of your friend, your brother in arms, Lark.
I'ma kill them. I'ma kill them.
Hanging in the air, skin ashen, and no glow coming from his signature tattoo.
I yell, I shriek. I freeze. I yell to my sister, help me!
I'm running over to the body. I'm like...
So, you can't actually reach the body.
Well,
it is
freaking rude.
very high up in the air, hanging from what you can assume to be his intestines.
Oh, hell no.
Off the balcony.
I will walk up the wall, be like, oh, that is just unseemly, and cut them down.
Ugh.
Oh, I thought you were gonna walk past them and thank you for cutting them down.
As his bonds are cut, he falls to the floor with a sickening crunch.
Alright, I have to ask a question.
Yes.
Is it just Lark?
It's just
Is
Lark.
there anyone? Where is Sister? We had another friend with us accompanying us.
Misery.
Oh, hang on, wait, I gotta find it. Oh, Misery, yes.
Where's she at?
Not here?
You don't know?
Not here.
Dude,
It's probably a good thing that she's not here.
Okay, and so I quickly do a search of the room now that it's lit and she's nowhere to be found, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like the room is empty, there's no other people, and we didn't hear anything, did we, in the darkness?
Roll a perception check.
Alright. That's a trash perception check. I'm not even gonna bother you with that.
Okay.
Put that back. Satine, what did you get for your perception check?
I just roll a d20, is that right?
20, yeah, and then add your perception, your ability.
Okay, so I rolled a 17 and perception is...
Nice.
19.
Nice.
Yes, 19.
Let's
19?
go.
You did hear some shuffling, but you can't really pinpoint where it was from. It was from that direction, like the direction of where Lark was hanging.
But there was no noise about the people in front of us that were trying to push and shove their way out?
No, as soon as
When
the
did
darkness...
that noise... Oh, so as soon as the darkness came in?
No, not as soon as the darkness came in. As soon as the darkness fell, there were screams, but like to be expected of sudden darkness.
Yeah.
Sadie, you weren't really paying attention to the sounds around you. You were more focused on, there's darkness, I can't see my sister.
Look, that's definitely not what I was doing, because I was definitely yelling at the crowd to get into line.
And you were holding the pole.
You didn't didn't really hear anything. You don't.
Okay, but when was the time that I didn't hear anything? Like, was there a moment there where it's like, okay, there's screams, everybody's panicking. Obviously, I'm trying to be like, all right, everyone needs to freaking calm down.
Between the time that the screams started and you realized that there's silence, all you could hear was like the blood like pumping in your ears. Like, you know when you get like really stressed and there's a pressure on your head and you just can't pay attention to your senses? It was like that.
So
it's almost impossible to pinpoint when they stopped.
But the time frame between the darkness being there and the darkness being lifted wasn't very long.
No, it was about 5 to 10 minutes. Like, not a long period of time.
5 to 10 minutes?
Yes.
Was it that?
Was it? Roll a history.
Okay, it's just that
Your body clock is telling you that it has been a while in the darkness.
Satine casts one spell and then immediately casts another spell, and that's only 6 seconds between those spells.
Mm-hmm. But your body
Alright.
clock is telling you otherwise.
That is
I
a
sense
15.
bullshit as afoot.
Same.
So much bullshit is afoot.
A 15?
Yeah. So, logically, you know that Satine is quite fast with her magic, especially from experience.
Not me.
But there's also
That's you, girl.
a
Go.
gut feeling that more time than it should have taken her to cast has passed. Some of that could be attributed to the fact that Satine was also dealing with the fact that she'd been pushed aside, still had to, like, get back up to sort of figure out the spell. There was resistance. It feels like
wait for the call.
Yeah. And for Captain Vukva to remind Satine that, hey, this is probably magical darkness.
Okay.
Can I get everyone to roll a perception check for me?
Ooh. 15.
Seven.
17.
Solid.
22.
I deliberately set the DC low so I can get all of you to notice. Gee, the dice aren't on your side today.
They're really not, but my brain is switched on, so I'm just like,
Something funky's
I've
going
got
on.
my pen, I've got my notes, I know what I wrote down, okay?
Your
The guys can
attention,
say whatever they want.
your attention is drawn away by a soft, slow round of applause ringing through the ballroom.
Oh, I mean, not my attention, I didn't say
Not
it
your
or hear
attention, no.
it. I'm still pissed.
Partnered with the
You're like
sound of
fucking
heels
fun.
on the floor, echoing until you can't pinpoint where they're coming from.
So I have a question. On this little diagram, where am I standing? Near my sister, right? Near
Yeah,
the
so you're
south
near the
wall? Okay.
you're near the Red Cross.
Alright, south wall, and I can hear clapping.
Clapping and
to
the
where?
sound of heels on the floor. But it's echoing to the point where you can't really tell where. Captain, you rolled high enough to be able to pinpoint where they are. They stand slightly beside you, coming to rest on where the dais is.
Fun. They have my undivided attention, except
Yeah.
of course for the fact that I'm gonna like keep one hand on like my rapier and then the other hand on. Hang on, I wrote it down because I keep forgetting their name. Alathae,
Alathae.
that one. Yeah. Otherwise
Okay.
undivided.
Sitting up on the dais, 3 figures stare down at you. At this point, Sadie, you have realized where Satine is looking, where she has noticed these figures, and all of you have turned to face them. They stare down at you, amused smiles flickering across their faces. You recognize these figures. 2 of them being the women who no one else could seem to see, who were dancing with each other. The other being Francis, the servant with ice blue hair who led you, Sadie, on a wild goose chase through the labyrinth. He's not dressed like how he was. Now he's in full masquerade regalia. He's got a flowing cape, and he looks like he's in the right place now, next to the woman with red hair. She stands, teal gown trailing behind her, the colours shifting into that which resemble flames. She smacks down at you, still holding her hands up in an exaggerated clap. I had so much faith in you to figure it out. Really was a shame that your loyalties to your contractors blinded you. Especially when our lovely Ice Herald led you through the labyrinth. Really, taking your eyes off the target to follow one suspicious red herring. Not to mention you're also annoyingly level-headed in life or death situations. Her eyes flare golden, and she motions with her head for the others to stand. No matter. It's always more fun this way. Raphael, you recognize the next to step forward. As the strings of fate brushes unseen dust off her shoulders, extravagant pearled mask lifted high in mocking. Raphael, I expected far more educated guesses on your part. You even knew the others would be in play. She sighs before pulling a string from her gown covered in pearls. Her long nails take one between forefinger and thumb, rolling it along the lengths of her fingers, before plucking it from the dress, holding it out in front of her. Honestly, I had hoped for more entertainment, though I suppose everything has its purpose. Really, I wonder, how much more can you go through before you break? How many attachments must I remove for you to give us real entertainment?
Raphael is going to look them in the eye. I'm sorry. Were you still? I'm sorry. It's been a long night. If you could hurry along to the next. Well, I'd say melodramatic, but this is just being theatrical, I guess. If this is supposed to be a trap, or supposed to be challenging in some way, I believe you're going to have to try a little bit harder. The two women here, the corpse on the... That's... Bravo. Bravo. Truly, truly a stroke of genius. Hang a friend by their entrails in a dining hall. The class. Truly. Truly. Killing a member of the captain's crew was the real target. Inspired. Truly inspired. Problem, though, and really, this is the problem that everyone like you seems to face, is that you think that killing others changes what's going to happen to you. If you were smart, really, really smart, what you would have done when those lights went out is you would have cut my throat, but you haven't. And so, when you die, and you are going to die, it's going to be painful, it's going to be slow, and I'm going to make sure you understand that every person you've hurt to make this little show happen is laughing at you.
Oh, my dear Raphael, I don't think you understand how this works. See,
that's the thing. I don't understand how this works.
You don't have anything against us. You don't have anything against a god, a primordial, against the elementals who built this world. No, you're just entertainment. You're just something interesting for us to play with before you die. And really, coming here was where you went wrong. You got too ambitious. And now, we get to have fun. And the pearl in her hand shatters. And each of you feel a sharp, ringing pain behind your eyes. I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Where's my wisdom saving? Oh, here we go.
So on the very front one. Yeah.
14.
18.
13.
A natural 20 for a total of 22. So
Perfect.
My last 3 rolls have been 16, 16, 15, and I'm just like to say I feel very lucky. We're talking about hell.
I love when dice let you just kind of back up the monologues that you give. You know, you have those moments where
I
you're
love
like,
it. It's great.
They smile at you and go, "Yes, you're so pathetic," and then they throw something at you. Go,
See, in this situation, no one wins. It's great.
nobody
So,
ever wins.
In games of the gods.
Captain,
Mm-hmm.
what did you roll again? Oh, no,
I
actually,
rolled an 18.
instead of the captain, I'm going to start with
lovely.
Sadie and Satine. What did you two roll?
I roll again, or you want me to read?
What did you roll in the first place?
So I rolled a 13 plus wisdom, which is 1, so 4. So
I rolled a
saving throw, wisdom
13, just so you know, but I don't have a plus anything on my
14
wisdom, so it's
and 13.
just 13.
13. Can we combine it?
No, you
Since we are
can't.
blood.
As
Sad.
Fire.
the pearl shatters, the sharp pain behind your eyes, you look to each other, drawn to checking if your sister is okay, to seeing if you have your family with you. And all you see in your sister's eyes is anger and hatred.
Mine?
Both
That's
of you.
unfortunate.
Both of you. And you were both overcome with a urge. Your mind clouded as that's not your sister anymore. That's an enemy. And they want you
Fair
dead.
game. Let's go.
And they want you dead.
Oh. Okay. In
Captain.
this spur, do I do anything?
Not
or-
yet.
Okay.
You will do something soon. Captain,
Mm-hmm.
you rolled an 18.
I
You
did.
feel this pain in your skull, and then you feel it shift, disappears. Calm flows through you, and you're not in the ballroom anymore. No,
Lovely.
instead of the ballroom, you are in a place you don't recognize, but you do at the same time. You're in your quarters at the ship.
Hmm.
You're in your quarters at the ship and you are tied to your chair.
Well, I have been here before, but not so quickly, I don't think.
As Alathae, leading the other members of your crew, bar Tamarin, of course, stand around you, laughing, hurling mocking insults, degrading you about how pathetic you are, how terrible your family legacy truly is, how much of a bad idea it was to ever trust you, to ever work for you.
Hmm.
Raphael,
Reality is often disappointing.
Yep.
you see Sadie and Satine turn to each other. You see the anger in their eyes, and you know what this is. You know that they are not in their right mind. And you think about doing something about it. But before you can think too far down that trail of thoughts, there's a presence behind you.
Alright, who's it going to be this time? Mother, father, cousin Frederick? I'm gonna turn.
You turn, and you meet a fair-skinned high elf with silver eyes and long blonde hair. Your older brother, Samael,
Hello.
stands in front of you, knife in hand, and hatred in his eyes. Hatred isn't directed at you. No, in fact, he's not even looking at you. Instead, he looks at his own reflection in the knife. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Let's go.
I don't like that look on your face.
Just on the very, very, very top of your page.
I found it.
Okay, hold on. I need to actually take
the
notes of the
center?
initiative.
Oh, 9 from me.
Ooh.
Okay, so first I
Hey
will.
guys, guess what I rolled again? A 16.
Nice.
This-
I rolled again.
Oh no!
Oh, there's more. There's more. So I got a 23.
Okay,
No, sorry, 20. Yeah, 23.
we will start from the top. 30 to 25.
25.
25.
Natural 20 plus 5, and that is golden.
And then his would be.
Every dice is going to get a chance to roll a natural 20.
Okay, 25 to 20.
23.
22.
Alright.
9.
So that was a
We'll just skip that middle bracket there.
23.
We'll just skip those middle couple
a
brackets. We'll go
22.
down to a
No,
10.
we've got a couple in the middle.
Yeah, but
brackets.
we don't. We are
Okay.
all up here and then
Oh,
all down
actually,
here.
I need to grab the character sheet for someone. Ooh. Okay, who rolled the 23 again? It was Vukova.
Yep.
It was Fucky, my beloved. 22 was Sadie. And that one is... Sorry, I don't like running combat, but also, like, I do at the same
No,
time.
that's okay.
Where are they? Well, this is fun. Okay, wait, I forgot to calculate what their initiative is. Because I know their initiative bonus is ridiculously high. Okay. Oh, okay. We have... What did you roll again, Satine?
9.
Fun fact. There's someone going after you.
Lol.
Yay. Yay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, the universe balances. I get a natural 20, you get a natural 1. All things are great in the world.
And last one. I guess it runs in the family.
Well, shit.
Your brother rolled a natural fucking 20. I hate this family.
It's okay.
I have a vendetta against you, Delaroy's.
Nah, it's alright. Look,
You wouldn't be
just
the
keep in
first
mind
people.
that in another world, all of them but Raphael are dead. So if
That
that's a
warms my
consolation-
heart.
mean-
That warms my heart, truly. I do wish
Is
Raphael
Raphael
was also
alive?
dead.
On the inside.
Okay, so Hold on. I'm grabbing my combat music. Okay. So, Samael is first up. As you watch his eyes angry as he stares into this mirror of himself. He lifts his dagger, and you can see the shift of shadows slightly envelop him before he shakes his head, shakes himself out of it, lifts the dagger to his chest, and just need to roll for him, yep, and plunges it in. He bleeds, which isn't... I don't think you've ever seen your brother bleed. Obviously he's scraped himself, never to this degree. Never to this degree. Captain. You see Alathae walk towards you, anger clouding her face, the rest of the crew still hurling insults. Some of them have picked up odds and bobs in your room and they're holding them high as if they're getting ready to throw. Just pretty much stone you to death with your own personal, like, belongings, things you've plundered in your years as a pirate. And Alathae looks at you, still holding the ear that was cut, still with a massive gash on her face and neck and side, still bleeding, but somehow held up by sheer determination, sheer hatred. She looks at you. You're not even worth killing.
No, I quite agree. It's much better that you leave me here tied up.
Oh, no,
and leave no one to guard me.
No. That's not going to work, Captain. Your words... Once we take those, what do you have left? Once we take your ability to talk, you have nothing.
Are you going to take my eyes, my fingers, my nose, all my hair? Please, don't take my closet.
Oh,
it's
no.
all I have.
We're going
while
to take
I'm talking,
something so much worse.
Can I try and do a thing? So, as far as I'm concerned, this is in my head. Because, you know, only a poor goddess who just doesn't understand my crew could possibly think of something so outrageous as my crew not immediately loving me. So ostensibly, this must not be real. And I would like to test this theory by doing damage to myself in some sort of way. Now, you said my hands are bound, right? Or like I'm tied to my chair?
Your hands, your feet, there's one around your shoulders, around your stomach. You are held to this high-backed seat.
Okay, but it's my seat.
It is your seat.
It is my seat. And more importantly, I'd know all of the rough edges, the places where it's a little uncomfortable, but also how to sort of swing it back and get it to fall over, you know, that sort of vibe. So I'd like to do like a cunning action, if you will, which is like a disengage thing. But I'd like to be able to sort of just make it jump, make it crash, and in doing so, I'd like to essentially do a improvised attack against myself.
Okay. We will have to shelf that until your turn in the initiative, but it is good to know. You will be able to do that. Yes, you will be able to.
While I'm talking, I will be stalling, is essentially what I'm doing.
Oh no, Captain. See, this runs deeper than just being jealous, just wanting everything you have. No, you let me get attacked. You let Tamarin die. I'm half an elf now. I've lost my ear, I've lost my face, I've lost everything. You of all people would know that half of getting to where you are, in half of your success in aristocracy, in business, is your looks. It's a shitty thing, but it's a thing. And you have cost me that. You have cost me my company, my friends, everything. No, I will be taking everything you have.
You are right, my dear.
Starting
I'm sorry.
with your words. What is your AC?
My AC is 16.
You are so fucking lucky.
It's not luck, it's fate. You can't take my tongue. You like it too much.
As you
I don't think that.
Are you saying that
sounded the way
because
you wanted it to sound, but if it was, then I'm so
are you
sorry.
saying that because if you are, this will make it so much better?
I mean, when they inevitably fail to cut out my tongue, I'll be like, see, told you.
Yeah.
But no, that was specifically to you, Finn.
Okay. You're right, of course.
Also, Phil, it sounds however you want it to sound.
As
I choose this way.
Alathae draws her knife, and she doesn't go for your face, not straight away. No. She uses her first attack to slam her dagger just in between your fingertips. Just enough that it barely nicks you. It's not enough to bleed or do any proper damage, but it hurts like a bitch.
It hurts like a bitch.
She leaves her dagger there, and for her second attack, is going to reach forward and try and pull out your tongue with her bare hands.
Okay.
I will let you get an opportunity attack to, if you want to bite her hand as it comes, like, forward, you can try that.
Okay. So, hear me out. I'm not going to bite her hand. I'm going to kiss her hand.
I love you!
Because any mongrel can bite a hand, but no. I think you know how this is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
So as they go in to try and grab, I'm going to they're like, yeah, and I'm going to be like.
So that actually works perfectly with the roll because she rolled a 4.
And then I'm going to say.
You managed to dodge just out of the way as her hand, like, one hand on your forehead, like, the other trying to grab your jaw to grab at your tongue. Her hand slips and ends up, like, right next to you against the back of the chair, as her other hand also misses your face, just barely, and you manage to just go.
Let's give it a little pat. So there's currently a dagger between my fingertips.
Yep, so like just
bound.
barely on the like webbing between your fingers, you know?
Like there.
Yeah, so it's just barely cut into you. Not enough to do any significant damage though.
That's okay. And then she's tried to take off my tongue and failed. Where is she, like her face and all that and all this?
Currently, because she has had to lean in to grab at your face, she's got one hand next to your head against the back of the chair. The other one was like getting close to be able to grab and pull, right? So she is right by your face pretty much.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I'm doing a homoerotic fucking, except it's not. It's just, look, I'm gay.
If anything, it's autoerotic. So ostensibly, what I'd like to do, is it my turn now? Can I do a thing? Or are we still waiting?
So it's Raphael's turn now.
Got it. Come back to me.
Yep, you have just watched your
Alright,
brother
this will be
stab
quick.
himself.
Really? No monologue beforehand? You're just going to stab at hell's heart? I stab at thee. Is this the best you can do? Fine then. I'm gonna walk up to my brother.
He doesn't respond. There's blood coming out of the corner of his mouth. He very clearly had quite a long dagger. It has gone into one of his lungs.
If this is the real you, then I'm disappointed. If this is a fake you, I'm still disappointed. I'm going to have a look at it. I'm going to take out my sword and turn back to the two ladies and be like, well, tap him on the shoulder with the blade and be like, have fun with the knife in your lungs. And I'm going to walk over to stand between the two sisters and be like, right, none of that.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Can I get you to roll a strength saving throw for me?
Sure. Look, it's not a natural 20, but you know, what is these days? Okay. That's actually pretty good. 17.
17? You feel ice start to creep up your ankles, start to grow into crystals that almost try to hold you in place, to hold you down where you are, but you break free of it.
None of that.
And instead of coming in between the sisters, you find yourself face to face with the Ice Herald. You really thought you could get in between them that easily? Wouldn't be fun if you could stop it. No.
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying.
We're just taking the emotions hidden inside and bringing them out. No, Samael has long abandoned his role as oldest of the Delaroys. He's jealous. Is he the second oldest?
Second oldest.
Second oldest.
You
know
did
what?
some very
Francis
poor
doesn't say
research if you
anything.
believe Samael is my older brother, eldest brother.
Oh no, he's the eldest now. He always knew this
Well, that's incredibly vague.
would be coming. He always knew
That's vague
he'd be
enough.
second in line. He didn't want that. No one wants to be... No one wants to be second. No one wants to be on their way to having to shoulder responsibility when your brother dies. No. It's inevitable. Death is inevitable. One day you'll see you're going to...
Raphael looks very unconvinced as he goes, well...
Look, some people, they have their moments. They have their coming backs. They have their second chances. I don't give second chances. What is your AC?
15.
It's not a nat 20, but I rolled exactly a 15. Alright.
Gonna cut the king. Gonna do a lot of damage.
I need to grab my table. Can I get you to roll a D100?
Oh, I get to roll a D100?
Mm-hmm.
spectacular. I mean, do I want high or low? Because I got a 16.
It depends. A 16. Oh, now that's boring.
Ah, I love boring.
For you, not for us.
So,
I'm never boring.
you can't speak for the next minute. Whenever you try, salt water spills out of your mouth as an ice pillar impales you. You take maths. 25.
No, that's math.
Is it ice damage? Cold damage. That's the one. No, wait. It's 12 cold damage, 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're greeted with the visage of your eldest brother, dead on the ground, impaled, covered in ice. It almost looks like he's been dead for months now. Half decomposed. You glance over at Samael, and he's not there anymore. There's still his blood on the ground and a trail leading elsewhere, but Vukova.
Hello.
Hello. It is your turn.
So, since you so lovingly placed a dagger,
In your hand?
in my hand, I was
Well,
liking too much.
it's like right here.
Yeah, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. And you said I was bound at the wrist, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and what's the word? Sleight of handedly pick up the dagger and use it to cut my wrist restraint.
Wait. Explain to me how. Because you're tied here. You have
Okay.
dagger in your hand there.
Mm-hmm.
Stabbed deep into the chair.
Yes, well, theoretically, right? I have moved like this, stabbed into the chest, we'll do it like that.
So you'd have to
I can still move
pick
my
it.
wrist.
You can. You'd have to
So,
pick it up out of the thing, which would be a strength check, and then fuck.
then
and
I
then-
have it, and then I...
And then you'd have it in between these two fingers, which is quite hard to maneuver, but
Well, I
you'd
think
be
it's
able
simple.
to eventually maneuver it like that. So I'd have to get you
Well,
to roll a and then once you've got it, you're still flat against a chair. There's no room to kind of go around that way. You'd have to.
Well, that's why it's a
go
sleight of
back.
hand, because I'm using my very
Yeah.
dexterous fingers
So
to maneuver
okay,
it.
I will get you to roll a strength to see if you can get it out of the chair.
Okay. What's my strength? It doesn't matter. Strength is. That's a 4.
You can't get it out of the chair.
That's sad. And I want to let you know that
don't-
it's sad on your part.
Okay.
When you can't succeed, blame the DM. Now what do I want to do?
I'm enjoying my
sort of
pasture and
rumored with
imagining that it is my player's blood that is the source. But, not really. But,
Naturally.
it's thematic, you know? I love combat because it's a lot of just waiting for you guys to make decisions, which is great.
Well, I had an idea, and I hoped it would have relied on, things I was good at, but apparently it relies on strength.
Well, I mean, trying to get a thing that's buried into a chair and your hand out of the chair, you're in a tough situation.
Well, who says my chair was made out of strong wood? Perhaps it's balsa. Have you ever considered that?
Yes, but you also rolled a 4.
Well, maybe that's just because no one likes me. What else can I do?
Ryan, it could be made of morning wood and you wouldn't be able to do shit with a 4.
Listen, Matthew, just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say it.
Matthew, I love you.
I'm just literally struggling to think of a thing I can do in terms of like actions, reactions, bonus actions. I can talk all day if you'd like me to. However, I sense that won't get me.
You can try use your bonus action to disengage, like you were saying earlier.
Oh yeah, I can cunning action and then disengage, which is what I was going to do. Oh wait, no, this is all in my head for all I know, so I can just do that. Because I'm not literally bound, am I? It's all in my head. So, I'm going to attempt to use my bonus action, cunning action, disengage. And I'm going to do so with a kiss on the cheek to
Alathae.
To Alathae, and with a little, "You'll always be beautiful to me," and then away I go. So is there anything you need me to do my disengage, or?
So, due to your knowledge of how your chair works, and the fact that you are a dexterous motherfucker, you don't need to be strong. You just need to be dexterous, right?
Yes.
You have spent the last few seconds, like, where you've been stalling and talking, to kind of wiggle the ropes to just the right place where you can snap some of them. And once they're snapped, I mean, it's only a matter of rolling, really. Like, you've got the momentum, you roll, and with that, flip, like, your situation. So, currently, you are still, like, stabbed into the chair, but, like, you've got your other arm.
By the webbing of my fingers?
Yeah. I mean, you could just rip it out if you're...
Yeah, I don't think finger webbing is particularly
It's
strong.
not particularly strong. So, like, you could just go...
I'm just gonna...
Once the ropes are gone, it's not holding you in.
I'm gonna pull out this way. It's not even gonna do much damage, comparatively.
Yeah. It's not there for damage.
No, it was there for pain.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
It also helps me out of one of my theories, giving me more information. So as I disengage, as I get out of the chair, I'm...
flip over, so, like, the chair... Oh. Uh-oh. The overlay's broken because Matt left.
Matthew
okay,
couldn't
hold
handle
on.
it.
I'm sitting here so that you can... Okay, he's back. You kind of flip the situation, so Alathae is now on the ground. The chair has fallen to the side. Are you still, like, leaning down to give a little kiss on the cheek as you skip away?
No, what I will say is it was not the first time I've been tied up in that chair. Cool. And then I'm going to sashay out of the room. Yeah. I'm going to do it, even if there are still, like, angry people about to throw things at me, I'm just going to do it sort of through them, like they're not there, because they're not there. And leave.
So, you managed to make it to... Sorry. The door of your quarters. Sadie.
Yes, that is I.
You are overcome with the need to protect yourself. This villain in front of you is trying to kill you. It may be wearing your sister's face, but it is not your sister. It wants you dead?
Alright. But it does wear the face of my sister, correct?
It does.
Alright, I'm going to just like walk up to this person, I'm gonna scruff them real hard, I'm gonna pull their face really close to mine, I'm like, what did you do with my sister? I just slap him. That's all I do.
Okay. Can I get you to roll an unarmed attack?
Literally thought you were going to insult my face there, but that's fine.
That is a 11.
What's your AC, Satine?
12.
12?
That's armor class, right?
Yeah.
12.
I mean, your slap hits. It doesn't hurt. It kind of... You're still held back by the fact that this is wearing your sister's face.
Yes. I am upset that whoever this
You
person
are upset,
is
but
using my sister's face to come at me. That's just rude.
glances
If they want to fight me face
her
to face.
face.
Show your face, okay?
Satine,
About that one.
this creature wearing your sister's face has just come up to you, grabbed you by the collar, and slapped you. It doesn't hurt, but they're demanding to know what you've done with Satine. What have you done? Where is she?
So it is actually me, right? Like
Yes, it is
there's
actually you.
Okay.
But each of you think that this is an enemy wearing your sister's face and is trying to kill you.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a blind hatred that turns me against my sister. I just think it's someone with my sister's face, but it's my sister.
Still a blind hatred, but it is instead directed at this creature has stolen my sister's face and is trying to kill me. Rather than, I hate my sister.
Well, that's no fun, isn't it? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wow, I see what you're really lying. Alright, Satine, I see what this is.
See you.
Okay.
Noted.
The flame primordial is just going to use her turn to swell a glass of wine, kind of looking down at all of you. Satine, your turn.
After being shook and spat in my face from the projection that is this voice, I feel an overwhelming, just all this hatred clouding me, and I can feel in my right hand magic just gathering, like I'm gathering all of my energy, but I resist using it, thinking that I don't want to hurt my sister, but I don't know if this is my sister. She would never yell at me like that intentionally. And I headbutt her in an action to like repel this
Push me back.
creature.
Okay.
Repel her back. And yeah.
Roll an unarmed attack.
Yep.
So, it should have the
So that's in your
modifier
actions
that you have.
page,
Yep.
by the
In
way.
your actions, unarmed attack, roll a d20 plus your to hit modifier.
23.
23.
Very much hits.
That hits you? Okay. Oh, you're not a monk. What is your strength score?
Strength score. Let me get back up. 0.
It does.
Oh no, that's plus 0. Sorry, 10.
Plus 0?
10 plus
Okay.
0?
You
Okay.
take 1 damage.
That's it. That's all my hit points.
I take one damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, but I'm like,
Wow.
You got them noodle arms.
wow.
We are equally not
You can-
not strong.
And,
Yeah,
and
you
as
come
I-
back and you're like, ow!
Yeah.
Why do people do that? That hurts!
It's the
As
theatre
I-
credits that-
Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to use?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. So, it says if it's granted though. So like, am I allowed to do
Yeah, you can do a bonus action.
So on your sheet, on your action sheet, that page, you scroll down just a little bit and you'll see there that there are little subheadings. So the first one subheading is action, the next subheading is bonus action. Do you see that?
Yeah, and then...
Yep. So those are your bonus actions that you are able to do. So you have the ability to give a bardic inspiration, and you can also do two-weapon fighting, which just means that combat can...
Oh, okay.
Again.
No.
Yeah.
I headbutt my sister, do all but 1 damage, and I say, "Oi, nobody wins with a headbutt." And
I disagree.
and I
Onlookers.
step back. With the headbutt though, does that actually repel her back, at least a little bit? Like,
So I'm not scruffing you any longer?
Yeah, she
Yeah, so
didn't.
she's
She
not
didn't
up in
like
my face
actually
and shit.
grapple you. So yes.
okay. And as I'm doing that, I turn away, and I want to. Can I get a check of? Do I see like where everyone is, just so I know where everyone is?
Yep. So you see the Flame Primordial and the Strings of Fate up on the dais, both sipping wine, and watching. You see an unfamiliar elven figure hunched over on the floor, like in the corner, bleeding profusely. Which, Raphael, you can't see. You also see a corpse in front of Raphael who is currently, like, impaled with
These are the brothers, yes? The brothers?
Yeah,
Raphael's brothers,
yeah.
is that- yeah. Okay.
Impaled by an icicle. You see the person who contracted you to investigate this place in the first place. The Ice Herald stands slightly off to the side, crossing his arms and kind of looking at Raphael like he's something pathetic, something, like, disgusting. Like how you'd look at a cockroach, right? Unless you're me and you look at a cockroach in pure, unadulterated fear.
Okay. So, alright.
You also see Captain Vukovar Corvin.
In a chair.
No.
Oh.
Near the hallway to, like, that you opened the door to. And you see Alathae standing a couple paces away from him near a chair that has been knocked over.
Okay.
She's still bleeding, but a lot less profusely than before. And she looks angry.
Okay. Am I allowed to move?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So after my failed headbutt, and I'm still charging up my hand with magic, I move towards the captain, trying to, like, I'm assuming he's coming into my direction, so I move to stand in front of him.
Yep, you can do that. Captain, what you see, as you are still in your quarters on the ship, is Tamarin, held up almost grotesquely puppet-like. And she sort of stumbles in front of you. Yeah. Bottom of the round, Strings of Fate. They're not going to do anything. They're enjoying the show.
I'm so glad.
Top of the round, Samael.
Bleeding out, isn't he?
Yep.
Is that an action?
Just keep stabbing yourself.
Question. This, whatever this is on Satine and myself, is that like an end of the round save kind of thing, or is that like that's just forever on us now?
That's just forever on you until there is a way to get rid of it, but you don't know how. It's not a save.
So it's not dealing damage.
It's not
'cause we
dealing
got
damage.
and it's not the end of the round. All right, gotcha.
Okay.
I sense some bullshit is afoot, and we need to unbullshit it.
Samael drives the dagger in further. Alathea's turn! I love Alathae. As Captain, you notice Tamarin step in front of you. You see Alathea's face contort with rage, and she disappears in a flare of, like, flame, and you feel heat licking behind you as she reappears. Take 4 fire damage. She reappears behind you and is going to attack you.
Lovely. Can I uncannily dodge this? Thank you, please. And thank you.
You can uncannily dodge the flames. Yes.
But not the first hit.
Not the first hit. It's 17 to hit.
I mean, that hits. Can I not see them?
No, you can't.
Ah.
I need more d6s. Hold on. I was not prepared to actually do the combat this session, but then we got through the stuff a lot faster than I was expecting.
We're just too good.
Yeah,
What's the
you guys
problem?
are
Magic,
awesome.
baby.
Yeah. Okay. I'm struggling to get my dice out of the box. There's too many of them. Okay.
No. I'm only dodge that. Life is a bitch.
I get to
Let's just
reroll
take
those.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Take 27 magical piercing damage. As Alathea's dagger sinks into your back, and with their second attack, they reach around and try and grab your tongue again. They are set on removing your ability to talk.
My mouth is closed.
Yep. It's like trying to stop a toddler from choking, but like...
Can I see their hand now?
Yes, you can.
Can I uncannily dodge this, please?
Well, I mean, they miss either way, so...
They just can't get my tongue. You know what it is? It's the real Alathae in there, knowing that my tongue is too valuable. Stabbing me in the back for most of my hit points? Fine. Not my tongue, though.
But yeah, in case you can't tell, D6s, they're a rogue.
So,
Okay. That is Alathea's turn. Raphael, you are currently impaled.
Can I speak now?
It has not been a minute. It has been 6
I don't need
seconds.
it. Who is around me physically?
Fuck, I've forgotten her name. Sadie has just been ditched by Satine. So Sadie is kind of a little ways off, and then the Ice Herald is a couple feet away watching you. I've got the hiccups really badly because I ate my pasta.
That's why you don't eat and stream at the same time.
I know, it's terrible.
Alright, so the closest people to me are the two sisters.
No, Satine is no longer with Sadie. She has moved to in front of the captain.
Okay.
Who
so-
currently has a bleeding Alathae, like, on his back, but, like, attached to his back through a knife that she has stabbed into him.
Yeah, how far away is Alathae?
60 feet? It's
Olin.
yeah.
But at what
Well,
cost?
At what cost exactly?
A cunning action of dashing over there. I'm going to then attack, put myself in a position to have advantage, so I'm flanking with the captain.
Yep.
Because Alathae's on their back, and I'm going to bite into their neck.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Yep. Using. Where is it? Is it? No, it's okay. Yeah, this is just my attack. I'm going to bite. Fanged bite.
Yep.
So with advantage. Unnatural 20.
Nice.
They are going to take 5 points of damage.
Nice.
I am going to gain 5 hit points, which I desperately need. But that is going to.
Does the bite have any other interesting effects?
Nope. I just drain them of life.
Okay.
So I just drain them of some hit points. To gain some back, and with that I'll be helping the captain in this fight. But as a free action, I'm just going to spit water in their face by basically just saying stuff at them.
Water in whose face?
Alathae's.
Alathae's.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's everything I can do this turn. Yep, that's everything.
Okay. I hope you know I'm not planning on this being a huge combat or a really long one.
Well,
It's not going to be a huge combat much longer, at least not for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. If you keep hitting us like this, it's not gonna be a very long combat.
Oh no, don't worry.
I mean, the sisters slap fighting each other like they're the clones in Pokemon. It's definitely
we're getting impaled.
yeah, we're literally getting skewered and
It's because you guys both. It's because you guys both succeeded, so you guys got to have NPCs against you, whereas.
Oh, spectacular. Also, I'm assuming that I couldn't uncannily dodge the god spear.
No.
Because it kind of came out. Yeah. Look, I wasn't gonna bring it up at the time, but I
It's
feel
okay.
like Ryan brought up his uncanny dodge. I should bring up that I have mine,
Yeah.
just in case I get a chance to use it.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
going
that's
to
my
ask if I can uncannily dodge every single attack. I don't care if it's the roof caving in on me or you're like, we're in complete darkness. I'm like, yes, but can I uncannily dodge?
Can I hear it coming?
Yeah. Okay.
I smell it.
Alright, that's my turn.
The Ice Herald just teleports back to his seat and watches the show. Captain.
Okay, what can I see? What is my reality?
So, your reality. Tamarin is in front of you, currently puppeted. She's definitely still dead, a vacant look in her eyes, pallid skin. She's dead and, being puppeted by something. It's like something is, an outside force to what is her body is pushing her forward and, moving. She is in front of you. The crew are all behind her. She looks to be shielding you from the crew. Currently, Alathae is hanging off your back by a dagger. She, since being drained by, you wouldn't see Raphael.
I mean, surely I can look over my shoulder.
Well, yeah, but
and see
it's
a
not
tiny
Raphael
vampire
that you
man
see.
hanging onto Alathae.
It's not
Oh, what do
Raphael
I
that
see?
you see. No. You see your father. Hanging off of Alathae's back. Teeth in her neck. spewing salt water.
That's actually surprisingly accurate. Well, unless they are necromancers, they are very, very poor at this. I say to myself.
Well, I mean,
And then
considering a dead Tamarin is in front of you.
I mean, it could be either way, but where would they even find him, you know? And also, how good does he look?
Not good.
Oh, they knew him well, at least. Right, I'm going to cunningly do my cunning action again to disengage, because, you know, fuck opportunity attacks.
Yep. Because Alathae has, like, completely slumped. She's unconscious.
Alathae is unconscious.
Alathae is unconscious. She's, like,
So I don't
only
need to...
hanging on to you by the knife.
So I can literally do this.
Yes.
So, for gameplay terms, they are unconscious. They're gone,
Yes.
right?
They are.
So I don't
They
need-
have currently failed one death saving throw.
Okay, that's fair. Well, if they're unconscious, what I'm going to do is as they get to the floor, I'm going to use my action to tie their hands and feet together with some silk rope I have on me, because you always need silk rope, right? And then... Oh, I need the temporary HP. I'm going to use my bonus action to shift. Yes. So I'm going to tie their hands and feet together and shift. In that
As you shift, your form growing bulkier, and you let Alathae down onto the ground and tie her hands and ankles, your reality shifts.
Mm-hmm.
You now see Satine standing in front of you, kind of looking around confusedly because the person she was shielding you from is no longer there. And Raphael behind you.
Is there any way taking this in confirms a theory that I knew? So I'm going to look down at Alathae. They're still in the exact same way I saw them before,
Yes.
right? So they still look like they're actively bleeding from the neck. So I'm going to make an attempt to staunch the wound in that case.
Can you make a medicine check for me?
That's great. Oh, +3. Let's see how this goes. That's a 21.
21. Okay.
Boy's been rolling good tonight.
I love how I have my notebook next to me to take notes, and I am writing my notes on my desk. Because I'm like, I mean, it's closer. It's closer to my dominant hand, so I may as well, right? Ah, that reminds me. 12 seconds. Okay. Sadie. There is still this creature wearing your sister's face.
I just want to confirm positioning, if I can, pretty please, on where we are on said map.
Would you like me to grab my, my MS Paint?
Or if you can easily explain it, then that's fine.
I can't easily explain it, I don't think.
Then go ahead and grab your MS Paint.
Okay, MS Paint.
You know what? Let's just do the MS Paints. It'd be great.
Yeah. I'm a professional... I am a professional artist. I've illustrated books.
Yeah, but this is MS Paint. Like,
Fair enough.
let's not start holding ourselves to too high a standard, all right? It's MS Paint.
Also, art is art. You can't judge it.
Fair enough.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And the beholder has many eyes, and one of them's a death ray, so let's not.
Okay. That's that person. That's person. Oh god, I can't see yellow. Okay. Alright. your current standings are... So, the 3 red crosses are the Flame Primordial, the Ice Herald, and the Strings of Fate. And then the orange cross, hold on, I need to find where I've put it.
You've got a little problem with the stream. It seems
Yep,
to be alt
I
tab
fixed
there.
it.
Okay, cool. I
The
just also have the stream up and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look great.
Yeah, no, it happens whenever I open Discord. So the orange cross at the very top is Samael, who is currently bleeding out. The orange cross at the bottom is Alathae, who is also currently bleeding out, but the captain has started administering first aid. Captain is the darker blue cross. Raphael is the lighter blue cross. And the green cross is the creature wearing your sister's face.
And I'm the pink one.
Yes,
Wait, why am I all the way up there?
because that was where you were.
From when?
So you were brought into the center of the thing as your mind was being, grabbed onto, I guess, to alter your perception.
Okay, so center of the room now.
Yes,
So we all started there and moved over
Yes,
to the corner
pretty
to deal
much.
with whatever else was going on. Cool. Okay, that makes that easier to deal with.
and
Alright.
Some
it is,
timey-wimey bullshit.
yeah, about 60 feet, the long way. It's about 60 feet.
And how wide is
Makes
it?
sense.
Eyeballing at about 40 wide? I don't know, I'm making it up.
Fair play.
Oh, I still have pasta.
Alright. Okay, and so how far away am I to the 3 on the chairs? And then also to the person wearing Satine's face?
People on the chairs are 10 feet away. Satine is about 45.
Oh,
I just
wasn't
got-
she 60? Because I had to go 60 to get where...
You were closer to Samael
I see. Okay.
and had to go around the sisters, who were at the time fighting.
Okay.
Well, attempted
Okay.
to fight.
Hey, look, we were just yelling
Bitch
at each
slapping.
other.
You threw punches and damage was dealt. That's a fight.
I threw
Exactly.
a head. That's what I did.
I just I gently slapped. But what I'm
I feel like I've taken more damage stubbing my toe than you guys did in that fight.
Hey,
To be fair, stubbing your toe is incredibly painful. My dad broke his toe by stubbing it on a couch while he was trying to stop a pavlova from burning.
That is one of the most Australian things that I've ever heard.
Was he wearing thongs at the time?
No, he was barefoot.
Doubly so.
It was the middle of the night.
Triply so. More
look, if this
information, more
person is
Australian.
far away from me,
Mhm.
I'm going to call out to them. I'm gonna shout some good old classic vicious mockery. And just say, okay, whoever you are, I don't know. I know my sister's face looks like I don't know.
beautiful.
No, because I need to viciously mock you. What's super vicious? I don't know, like the behind of a bovine, but
Oh,
like
wow.
give my sister's face back.
Wow.
So that's a wisdom saving throw.
Satine, you've
from
just heard
Satine.
what you assume this person thinks your sister thinks about you.
Mm-hmm.
And you really have to kind of reflect on your relationship with her for a bit and
Inception.
be like,
Um,
does she really think that? do people think she thinks that? Like,
oh, that's not what I was gonna say, but
it hurts your brain a bit.
it hurts my brain a little bit. Can I react to? Is that an action?
That's
No.
an action, so that's an
It's
attack action,
it's
and
a-
it's me, like,
So,
locally attacking your
if you
spirit.
want to use a reaction action, like one of the reactions listed in your thing, you can do that at any time in a combat.
Okay.
However, if you just want to react verbally, that's a free action. You
I'm
can
gonna
just
do
do
both.
it.
You
I'll
still
do
need
both.
to. You still need to roll me a
roll?
wisdom saving throw, though.
Before I say something, let me roll. 13. And what is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom is coming. Wisdom. 14.
Ah, that makes it save.
So what does that mean?
That means that it does not deal damage to you.
Okay.
You think about it, you go, I'm hot as fuck. I don't know what this bitch thinks, but both on my ass. And you're just like, nah, doesn't phase you at all.
Although it doesn't phase me physically, mentally it did a lot of damage, but I do not show it. I laugh in my sister. Well, I laugh towards the direction that these comments are coming from, and I say, I am obviously gorgeous. You are blind. And in my anger or reaction, the hand that I was charging with, I point my fingers at them, and I cast a reaction, which is, what is it, hellish something?
Hellish rebuke.
That one.
So hellish
I don't know what
rebuke.
happened.
That's
I just wanted to
okay.
do something.
Is that
I think Hellish
correct?
Rebuke is in response to taking damage, isn't it?
Yep, it's in response to
Okay,
taking
so it doesn't
damage.
matter. I do not take
Yeah.
damage, therefore
Yep.
it doesn't. Don't worry, I retract that. I was testing you all. I just comment back and say, I am not phased. I'm clearly beautiful, Nick.
Yeah, you don't get the fire in you that like spreads out to actual like
I
physical
think
flame
about it.
because you're like nah.
I think about it,
Don't
I'm like,
even
nah,
worry.
It's
she's
not even
it's
worth
not even
it.
waste my time. It's not even, yeah. Anyway, and that's it.
Yep, done.
Okay. They're not going to do anything for their turn. Satine.
How would they? That would be too easy.
Exactly. It's far more amusing to sit back and watch you try and figure it out.
That's a interesting use of the word try, but fuck it, we bowl.
I mean, Captain may have figured it out.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Still saved up energy in my right hand because I didn't use it on my sister. In reaction. But I look at this creature that wears my sister's face and still blinded by hatred. I shoot forward my right hand and cast Tasha's Hideous Laugh because it sounds awesome.
I love
In an attempt to hit
Do
her.
it.
In an attempt to hit her. I don't know if it does hit or not.
You know.
Surely it would, right? Oh, hang on, wait. I
Or
have to
maybe
save.
can it
Save.
shoot
It's a
past?
save from me, I think. Hang
Yeah.
on, wait. Let me just have a quick read of it, right, for you. So it says here, Tasha's hideous laughter. Succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. And the duration is concentration up to 1 minute. So I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I've just messed something up. Oops. It's okay. I will fix it on the
There
stream
was someone
later.
before me. Oh no? Okay.
13. So what's your spell save DC? It should be at the top of your...
13. What does that mean? Did I hit you?
No, that means that we
It
both
means-
we both missed.
That's-
We're just as sisters. We're just like
You're
trying
just
to hit
yelling at each
thinking
other.
that we're
We're
other
trying.
people. But actually, in our hearts, we know that we're not other people, so we're missing. It's fine.
Or is it tactical? Does it hit someone else?
I don't know if spells can do
Okay.
that unless it's like an AOE spell.
Yeah.
So spells like
Oh, it's
Fireball
somebody
have,
else's
like, a
turn. Okay, good to know. It's Alathae's turn. I'm just getting to roll death saves.
What happened?
Alathae's eyes open.
Excellent.
Actual 20.
Natural
Hey.
20, baby!
Excellent. Hopefully they're still not under a spell, but if they are, it's fine. Their hands are bound. They're gonna fuck
He
themselves.
kind of, like, blinks. Extremely fucking confused. And, like, tries to move their arms, but obviously found. Oh. Gia, you're DMing now. I'm kidding.
Sorry, my camera was like, hey, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
She kind of, like, looks up at you and she's like, what the fuck? Why are my
You
hands
fucking
bound?
did. Well, I thought it would be fun on a Tuesday night. No, you stabbed me.
Did it hurt?
No, I actually quite like the experience. What do you think?
Well, you know, I need to, like, sometimes you need more training, and, you know, I'd like a peer
I
review.
just showed the dagger-shaped hole in my back.
I'm gonna say, can we not right now and just spit out water?
Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah. Explain later.
Point to the 3 fuckers up there.
Right. Can I have my hands back? And my legs?
We look at each other. No. You stay there. In fact, I'm going to like remove the various daggers on their body, just toss them to the side. You get nothing.
How many are you removing?
How many do they have?
Are you just going for the visible daggers, or like...
The ones that they could easily reach with their hands bound.
Okay, so...
¿Por qué no los dos?
So... Considering it's just their hands bound, where are they bound? Are they bound behind their back, or, like, in front?
Considering I had full, like, ability to do it behind the back's the best option, so yeah.
So, you remove both the daggers from their hips. You also have to remove their boots, where they have some throwing knives that you know about. There's probably a couple more holsters somewhere. Like, you know they've got one, like, on their arm, but, like, they can't really reach that, because they're, like...
Yes. Yeah, that's what...
Okay. So, roll an investigation check at advantage, because you know Alathae.
That is... What's my investigation? Investigation's nothing. That is a 12.
A 12? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, shit, roll. It's one of my worst tonight,
Yeah,
actually.
no.
For
You get all the daggers that you know of.
that I know of. Cool.
And, you know, the ones that would be in common places for
The
pirates.
butt ones, let's be honest.
There are no butt knives.
What kind
We
of pirate doesn't have a
We
butt
don't
knife?
stand the butt daggers here, okay? A sensible
you
one,
don't.
who is the child of a merchant. A well-respected merchant. Alathae doesn't have butt daggers!
Well, they should. I clearly didn't train them well enough. Which is why they couldn't resist the mental domination of a goddess.
One day I'm going to cut your tongue out.
And I'll enjoy it.
Thank you.
Threaten me with a good time.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Raphael, it's your turn.
My turn again?
Yes.
Alright, bowling.
Don't watch fast.
Oh, what have I got? Alright, I'm gonna pull out my moon-touched rapier.
Mhm.
Let it gently glow.
Yep.
Walk over to the closest sister.
Closest sister would be Satine.
Satine, excellent. And I'm going to, like, snap in front of their face like, hello? Eyes on me, eyes on me.
Can we get a headbutt as well, do you?
Hit.
They're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do they, like, try and strike me in any way?
I mean, it's Raphael. You recognize him. He doesn't look like he's trying to attack you. He does have his rapier out, though.
But it's to my side, it's like down.
Yeah, I mean,
have it out like
and you're already in a combat situation. There's a creature wearing your sister's face. Like, for all you know, he's come to help.
Okay.
I'm going to, like, turn around and point at the thing.
At the threes? Thingies?
Three,
The three things, okay.
yeah. Be like,
And as you do that, although still frustrated, I acknowledge the direction in which he's pointing at.
dribble of water. Spits to the side. Now going to turn, and with the rest of his movement, is going to walk towards. Is going to walk towards. Do I try and fix the sister issue, or do I start being a prick to the shitheads in the seats? I'll help the sister thing. I just lost a brother. Or probably two. Maybe more. Who's to fucking say?
I mean, you haven't lost him yet. He's just bleeding out very profusely.
Not gonna...
He's rolling death saves. It's fine.
Not gonna give him some medicine.
As far as Raphael's concerned, this is most likely like 50-50, it's not real. 50-50, my brother's an idiot and got duped by some dumb gods. So, like, if they want him dead, he's gonna die. So, you know.
It's not a question of whether they want him dead. It's a question of whether you're going to be entertaining.
I don't even know why you have gods here. You could just say, me, Finn, the DM, has decided to do this thing.
Because
I'm getting my rocks off on killing your family members. I see how it is.
No.
I see how it is. First you stab my
No.
real brother, then you stab my fake brother. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
No.
Anyway.
Jeremy
Transparent
against
as
my
hell.
sister.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
a bit of a trend here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Wow, we're really picking up some familiarity issues. ain't we?
originally this combat was meant to be like a chessboard, but then I'm like, I don't want to draw a map.
Well, I'm going to go towards my brother and Satine? Which one are you Satine?
Sadie.
Sadie again.
You're moving away
Sadie.
from me, so you're going to the staying over there.
Sadie.
I'm Sadie.
is... Alright, you're Sadie, you're Satine, cool. Next time.
It took me a whole week to.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright, I'm
if
gonna
it
go
helps, on my
I'm gonna go
old
towards
table,
Sadie.
on my old table, we had like 5 people with names all starting with A.
Love that for you.
Were they all dwarves?
No. And Ro was banned from making a character with A names. But they didn't
Gotta stop
ban
the
me.
chicanery somewhere. Okay, so I've used my action to have a conversation with Satine, so I'm going to dash over to Sadie, making sure my rapier is, like, down, and be like... And start the process of being like, stop, I'm out, the fuck are you guys doing? But I can't convey that right now because
Oh, shit.
I
I just
not 'cause of the
broke my
war,
headphones.
I can sign language, I
Hold
can
on.
mime, it worked with Satine, it will work with Sadie. But I've used my action. I've used my action to talk, so I'm just gonna prepare and be like, bigger problems, stop, you know.
Okay. It's the Ice Herald's turn. He's not doing anything. He doesn't need to. Fukuba.
I'm gonna flip this pip off. Like that. Right. I'm going to.
You can just flip me off, okay? Like, it's how it works.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? No. I'm not going to direct any of my vitriol at you. It's going to be towards your NPCs.
And that makes me ridiculously happy that they have evoked emotion in you.
But no, they haven't. They're nothing. They're going to remain nothing. They're going to die nothing.
Sure they
are. This is all in universe, apparently. So I'm going to, seeing that Raphael is dealing with the sister issue, right? And sort of looking at, what does the brother look like to me?
To you? Similar facial shape to Raphael. What color is Raphael's hair?
Raphael's hair is black.
But with blonde hair.
Raphael also has purple eyes instead of the silver of his brothers.
Yeah.
So if I looked at them, could I be like, oh, those two are siblings?
They're
or at least
related.
Familial in some way. And then putting the 3 and 3 together.
Oh, there's also the body of another elf on the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to say that that's the other brother, and considering they killed someone for me, someone for the sisters, and someone for Raphael, it's all starting to come together. Kronk meme.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go and do some first aid on the brother who's bleeding out.
Yep.
And I'm also going to tie his hands and feet together.
Okay.
Y'all
Roll a
motherfuckers
medicine
better stop
check
hurting
for
themselves.
me.
Okay, let's do this, Ryan. I got another 16.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep rolling 16s.
It's your
and I'm
lucky
not
number
even-
of the night.
So that's a 19 in total.
Okay.
I rolled like 4.
I mean, like,
And every-
he's not convulsing and coughing up blood anymore, so it's probably a good
Yeah.
thing.
So how far away was he? Just so I can do the calculations of distance in my head.
It is about, like, from where you were with Alathae.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much on the other side of the room, so I'd say about 50-55 feet.
Okay, well that's fine because I've got 40 feet of movement and I can use my reaction to move
That's so cool.
10 feet more.
Yeah.
So I can get to him just with my normal movement.
Yeah. And then your action to help stabilize.
Yes.
You've got your bonus action.
Yes. So, right. So I'm over by the orange dot or the pink cross?
Over by the orange cross. You've passed.
Oh, so right at the stage.
Yeah.
Lovely. Bonus action. Can I be cunning?
I don't know, can you? I've run out of juice.
Honestly, I have as well, but not in a metaphorical way. Well, not in a specific, the opposite of a metaphor. I think once I'm done with the brother, once I've, like, done the first aid, I would like to... what does the dais platform they're on look like?
So, you know, like... Okay. Did you guys ever have, like, primary school, assemblies and stuff where there's, like, a little bit of a raised platform with, like, a podium? Think that, without the podium, there's just 3 extravagant chairs.
Okay.
Like, further near the back. Like, so there's entrances from either side and, like, a little sort of step up. Like...
Okay. Are there any other chairs in the vicinity?
I mean, yeah, you're right by where you've put, where you had put Alathae and Tamarin's body is also there.
Okay, fun. I'm going to grab a chair, and with my bonus action, going to use it to dash, so get another 40 feet. I'm going to walk up onto the stage, put a chair down, and sit on it, right next to them, as if there's 4 of us now.
Oh god, I love you. You're so stupid, this is great. You make the decisions I'm not expecting, and then I'm like, how the fuck would they react to that?
Yes, this is the thing. I'm literally like, they're here to be entertained and to be like, we planned this all along, and I'm here to be like, you've forgotten one thing. I'm Captain Vukvar Corbin. Anyway, so that's my turn.
Awesome. I fucking love that. That's great. Okay, Sadie, it's your turn. There is Raphael standing next to you, kind of like dribbling seawater a bit as he tries to like motion and be like, this bigger stuff.
Yeah, how well is that going? Because, like, this is a spell, right, that's on Satine and I?
Yeah.
So, that's, regardless of whatever he says, it's still a spell that makes it so that
But it is just you, like, there is a creature in this room with your sister's face, but she seems to have ignored you, for the most part, to run over to Vukvar. So you know that she, like, tried to help the captain. So
there's... She threw a spell at me, though.
She did, but that was in retaliation to your spell. So you basically can, like, choose... So you do have an element of free will, however, there is also, like, they are another enemy to you. But there are also 3 enemies up on the dais. And the captain.
Alright, how much are you giving me then, Raphael?
How much you got?
With my eyes?
Yeah.
I am fucking just like, what are you doing?
No, okay, then I'm not looking at you.
I'm trying to be helpful here. Yeah, no, because see, like, you want to know what the most important thing to Sadie is, and that is Satine. I don't freaking care about anyone else in this room.
Yep.
I'm awkward.
So if somebody
This is why I
out
said I
there
love you
in
when
the
you chose
same
yours,
room
Ray.
who is going to be like walking around with Satine's face, and also I have this, I guess it would be a curse, right, on me of some sort that is like compelling me to feel like this person is donning Satine's face, and I just hate them so very completely. Like, that's...
Yeah.
This is... I don't know, this is really difficult. Because, like, I understand out of character what is going on.
Yeah.
And what it is that we gotta do. Also, my 2 teammates are... Like, Vukovar and Raphael, they're not healthy people right now. to my
And they are also not giving the person donning your sister's face much mind. But that could just
which
be,
also pisses me off.
That could just be because they think it is Satine.
Well, that's not the conclusion that I would come to if the spell is on me, is it?
No.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
That's the thing. Is like, okay.
Do it.
Do
it.
You're gonna fight Raphael to try and fight this thing that you think is not your sister.
I don't care about Raphael. All I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast.
Fuck her up, Gia. Fuck her up.
That's not what Sadie is all about, okay? First of all, that's just rude to even imply that Sadie would do something like that, even to somebody that is wearing and is pretending to be Satine.
Do it.
Wearing
Well,
his
what I am
sister's
going to
face
cast
like
is
a
I'm going to
mask.
cast Hold Person on Satine.
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you? Whoever you
How
are.
dare you?
How dare
How dare you? Alright, so what does that mean? I'm just bound for like a couple of turns?
You're gonna make a saving throw to see whether or not you're bound.
Okay. I roll a 19, and what do I plus on top?
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
And a wisdom, which is
Which would make
120.
Nice. Okay, well, does that? No, I don't think it holds.
Damn straight though.
You know what? It was close. I would have had you, whoever you are. Definitely not my sister. Yeah, no. If it saves, okay, yeah. It's a save or suck. All right, okay. Look, I look at you and I'm like, look, that person. It ain't it. It ain't on. I don't care who they are. They're trying to like sully my sister's good name. I'm not for it. No. You stop right there. I cast Hold Person, and clearly it fails, and I'm like, and I walk, I guess towards Raphael, but obviously he's trying to like stop me, right? Like in Satine's general direction.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Right.
Do you try and move past me?
If you're like blocking my way, then I won't necessarily move past you, but I'm just gonna be like up at you as far as I can go.
Okay, Raphael's like,
Raphael's gonna spit water at you.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
That's like when in a fight when you're like walking up to a person and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what are you gonna do? Come at me. But
Eric's
also,
just like,
it's not you that I'm mad at. It's the person behind. But I also know that I didn't hold person on them, so I'm like, ooh.
hold me back, hold me. You got no one to hold you back. You're like, hold me back, fellas. And Raphael's just like, what are you doing? Stop. Please
Yeah.
be calm.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
The flame primordial stands from her seat, sets her glass of wine down, and looks at you, Captain.
That's cute.
Well, I thought it would be a bit more interesting to see your crew go against you. Oh well.
Well, I think you forgot something. I'm Captain Vukovar Corvin. It is not so simple to pull one over on me. Well, I should
Apparently
say.
so.
Yeah. I have a question. You are the one who invited all of us, yes?
Not all of you, just you.
Or just me, specifically?
Specifically
Yes.
you.
So I pull out the contract that I got when I hired me. So the night is over, I'm guessing, and the person, and I read like, the prime designate or whoever it said I was supposed to protect.
The flame
is
primordial.
clearly still alive. Yeah, you're clearly still alive. So I would like to be paid for my services.
Of course.
Well,
So-
that's the contract.
What is it you want from me?
You see here, we get hazard pay. Now, and I'm sorry, and I flip over the contract, and I'm like, and I see your signature right here. It says that there's a hazard pay for death on the job. As you can see, we have one dead and one severely
However,
injured.
My contract was with you, not them. The casualties are only you. You are the hazard pay.
Oh, no, I don't think you understand. See, there's two things, and you see in subclause section 1, it is Captain Vukovar et teeth. Now, I assume
Are you
most people
trying
who
to
read it-
bullshit the person who wrote the contract?
Yeah. Also, and this is the thing, right? Et teeth. Most people assume it means my teeth, these lovely dentures here. However, it refers to the Corvin's teeth, which is a long-standing. And I flip over the thing again to my stamp, and it has a crow with teeth, and I'm like, it is the long-standing band, if you will, of sail swords. And you see, moreover, and I close it again. Hazards can be defined very differently. You see, you have done a much emotional damage to me by forcing my crew to, one, die, and two, hurt. So I would like compensation in the form of, justice.
Amen.
Roll a... Fuck, I don't even know what to make you roll. Because it's elements of the truth, yes, so it wouldn't be deception. It's clearly
the thing is,
twisting the truth of the contract.
Because we haven't got into the semantics of the contract.
No, we haven't.
Essentially, the point I'm trying to make is that they hired my services as a captain, right? Which includes my ship and crew. And we discussed earlier, what is my crew doing? And they're doing generic security, right? So they're still involved in the security of the place. They're just outside. And what happens is they have technically, in violation of contract, by one, magically affecting a crewmate and getting them to attack me, and two, by killing another crewmate. So they have violated their contract, and as such, should be paying the hazard pay, and what I like to call...
I've just pulled up the initial contract.
Oh, please, let's
do
this.
The captain has been sent to the masquerade, just the captain, to act as guard for the flame primordial, as there have been whispers of an attempted assassin infiltrating the ball. The flame primordial is sponsoring you herself, so whatever the captain asks for will be provided upon the completion of the banquet. The banquet has not been complete.
Is anyone eating?
No, but a banquet is not just about food. It's about festivities, entertainment, dancing. The banquet isn't over until she says it is.
Okay. I'm going to then essentially get the other two. I'm going to ask them their opinion. I'm going to show them the contract. I'm going to say the specific wording.
Do I need to pull up other contracts as well?
And look, I'm doing my thing, okay? I'm gonna get all three of these motherfuckers. I'm going to ask them what their opinion is. I say that show the contract here. There's clearly a hazard pay clause. There's the term captain. My signature's on it. You've got the stamp with the little crow's teeth. Good stuff. What would you like me to roll for my various?
What would I like you to
things?
roll?
I think persuasion's a great one, personally.
It's not deception because it's not exactly twisting the truth. However, it does include elements of, exaggeration and slight, just small added elements that you have brought in as part of, this is the definition of and teeth.
It's rules lawyering, essentially.
Yes, and I
With
love
rules
it. I'm here for it. Let's do a persuasion. At disadvantage because they have both, also written contracts against the two people who have, three other people who they have also severely traumatized.
So
I don't know about Raphael. Raphael's just...
So I got a 9 and an 8, which is both unlucky in terms of the fact that they're both low, but also very lucky in the fact that the disadvantage didn't do jack. But that's a persuasion. So that is a 17.
Would you like to know what they rolled?
What did they roll?
So, we have the Ice Herald has rolled a 2.
Okay.
and is not a very bright person, they don't have much in the terms of insight. The Strings of Fate have rolled an 11. They are a smarter person than the Ice Herald, and are kind of probably indifferent to this particular persuasion and contract. However, they are biased and will probably rule in the favor of the Flame Primordial. So it's pretty much like 2 against 2.
Perfect. As this whole charade goes on, because I imagine it takes longer than 6 seconds.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to ask the other two for their input. I'm going to say, what were the letters you sent to Alathae and Tamarin? Because obviously they were brought here separately, but still as a
Alathae and
part of my
Tamarin?
crew. Yeah, ask for the invitations. What did the invitations say? You know, all that sort of stuff.
The invitations I can actually pull up.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna do all that, and for the sake of expediency, I don't think we need to go into all that because I think these three should have their time in the sun.
Okay. I will,
but
however,
that's essentially
pull
what
up
I'm
the invitations because I believe that is important. I fucking love you, by the way. Okay. The invitations read as follows. Dear Alathae and Tamarin, you are cordially invited to the Flame Primordial's Masquerade Ball on the 5th sundown after the reading of this letter. I trust that will suffice for travel time. The Primordial awaits your arrival. And that's it. Especially because Alathae was invited not on the grounds of them being part of your crew, but on the grounds that they are part of a prominent family, a prominent trading family in the City of Fortune.
That's okay. I'm still going to argue the point, and moreover, I will get all three of them involved for as long as I can.
Yep.
Would you like me to roll for, stalling to see how many rounds it takes for this whole process? Because I feel like it'd be longer than 6 seconds.
Roll a d6 for me.
That's a 5.
A 5. Alright. Roll another d6 for me.
5 again.
5 again. Okay. They will both be delayed for 5 rounds. However, as the Flame Primordial has already put in her piece, she will not be delayed.
Okay.
Okay. Sadie.
Alright.
Punch me again. See that?
Freaking
Come
fire.
at me again. Come at me again. Yeah, and he's just there. He's
Wait, did you do anything in the middle of that? To
What?
say or stop me from coming at the scene one more time? One more time.
Oh, well, that's why I asked if you walked past me. If you physically walked past me, I would have done something, but you said that you were kind of...
No,
Just-
it was like the holding
Fronting.
back.
Yeah, fronting,
yeah.
but not actually moving.
Yeah,
He's
there we
still
go.
in the sandwich. He's still in the sandwich.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
did you not already have your turn
Uh-oh.
then? Because has there not been a U-turn?
No, Raphael is right at the top of the round.
Yeah, but if it's my turn again...
No,
No,
it was
that's right.
Satine.
Oh, it's the teen's turn. I see. Okay, gotcha.
No,
Oh,
that was
yes,
Satan's
no,
turn.
it is Satine. It is Satine, because the last
Oh.
turn was...
Wait,
Right.
wouldn't
I
Raphael
thought-
have had a turn if
Oh,
it-
okay,
No.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
where I got confused was I thought it had just been Vukovar's turn. It had just been, the Flame Primordial's turn.
No, I just successfully hijacked her turn.
You did.
Okay. I see my sister coming at me.
And
or
hijacked my brain.
Wouldn't be the first.
Not at all.
In my reactive nature, I yell out to this creature, "You think a little grass can catch me? You think that can stop me?" I walk.
Hey.
Fuck her up! Fuck her up!
As I'm walking. You know what? I don't care about you. You were Dad's little girl. You're Dad's favorite. What do you know about living the life on the streets? You had everything given to you, you spoilt little brat. And I'm walking.
This isn't even yelling at the creature with your sister's face. This is just yelling at your sister. I love it.
Well, that's the effect, right? I mean,
Yeah. You can sell it. You gotta sell that.
Yeah. You know, Mom told me all about you. I should have strangled you when we were in the womb together. I'm joking. That's a bit harsh. That's a bit
Out of my own sister.
I don't care about this man boy in front of you. I will get to you. I stop just before Raphael, as I'm storming, yelling in my
Really,
rage.
we're twins, you know.
We're twins. and I say, enough's enough. I don't care about anyone or anything in this stupid banquet. I want everything for myself. And I cast a stinking
Yeah.
Well, I attempt to anyway. I don't know if anyone actually gets impacted by it, but I
What are you
cast a
casting?
stinking cloud.
I love you!
And you know, I technically, because it's like 20 feet, when I sort of walk kind of like, you know, towards the center, so it should reach the three up there, up there.
Where's my thing? Yes.
I don't care. Stink cloud.
Yes, it should.
And I say as I cast this, what is it? Don't get in my way.
Yeah.
And thank you.
It's a
Okay.
solid viper moment.
It's a solid viper
Yeah.
moment.
Solid viper moment. Yeah. Mad rep. Courtesy of Team Oasis.
Oasis. So that was my movement, my action, and I was saying stuff.
Saying
what
stuff
else
is a
was
free
it?
action.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and your spell as your main action. Yeah.
Okay, yep. So I think that's my turn.
You have a bonus action if you'd like.
Okay.
So your bardic inspiration you can actually give to other people if you would like, and it will help them. And that's like the main bonus action for a bard, but you gotta like say something inspiring to them to be able to like give them that.
I
bit of,
mean,
like,
that whole monologue was pretty inspiring. Like,
that
I just-
hurt. Okay, that just hurt. That hurt me.
That benefited me, if anything.
no, you know what? Satine, I'm giving you an inspiration die for that.
Okay.
Amazing work.
So what do I do? What do
So
I
up
do?
the
Do I
very
roll?
top,
It just means
there's, like, a
you
little
have,
inspiration.
because it is a DM's inspiration, you have a d20 that you can roll and add to pretty much anything.
Oh, okay. Let me
Ex-
roll
You
this.
don't have to. You don't have
Except
to use it
damage,
right away.
right?
You can just
Yeah.
you can just save it.
You can just
so
save it
underneath your health
for, like,
points on the sheet,
good moment.
there's a little button that says inspiration. You can click it and it highlights it. And whenever you want to use that inspiration die, you can unclick it, unhighlight it. But for now, you have that there.
That was some A+ roleplay, especially for like first campaign. I fucking love you. I love Satine and how you decided to play her. Okay.
Really serious fight going on outside. It's just Satine and Sadie just in the middle of being like,
In the middle of a smoke cloud, stink cloud now.
Yeah.
So does it actually hit?
People make a save when they start their turn. before they
Ah,
start the cloud.
okay.
So if you spread it out,
Right.
anyone in the cloud has to make that save.
What save is it specifically?
Con save.
Con save. Okay, because the Strings of Fate are up next. And because of the positioning, they're in the cloud.
I know.
Do they need to?
Do they need to breathe? The strings of fate do.
So they have to make the save.
Yep.
If you don't need to breathe, you don't need to make the save.
Does a 25 save?
No.
Yeah, right. That saves.
Yeah.
Oh. Was I supposed
It's okay.
to roll?
No. Other
However,
people have to roll for
the strings of
disability.
fate
So you cast it,
are held
then other
up for
people
this
have to
round
save.
because they are viewing the contract that Captain Vukovar has been like, I demand answers. And they are distracted.
You see, the
Hey.
word captain
Tough
in this
around.
circumstance.
Samael.
Still just going. You say
So
it as you begin to say it like the smoke
Yes,
cloud
Raphael?
like, comes up underneath the paper.
So I'm fully immersed in the cloud, yes?
Yes. But also it is Samael's turn first.
Oh, it's Samael's turn? Cool.
Yeah.
He's been stabilized, though, so he's...
He's not stabilized.
No.
He's been brought one successful death saving throw closer to being stabilized.
Okay.
However, I need to roll for him again.
Wait, they're not in the stink cloud, are they?
No, he's just outside of it.
No, because
Also,
I
it
move.
doesn't do
I
any
move.
damage, it just stuns them for a turn.
He's already fucking
You're
Stink
also
cloud's
like
not-
reaching and like gagging. I mean, it's pretty.
It's rough. It's
I
a
would
rough
call that a
time.
significant stun. I would call that a significant stun, but a stun
Well,
nonetheless.
you've got water coming out of your mouth, so try breathing now.
Ooh.
Alathe's turn. Now, Alathae is
Oh, it's
currently...
my turn, damn you.
No, Alathe's before you. They rolled a 27.
Well, they're still tied up, so the fuck are they?
They are.
Fucking
However-
rogues, man.
You do remember the thing that they did first. How they teleported behind you and there were flames? Yeah, so they're not going to use that. Because fun fact,
Fun fact.
they're multi-classed. Because this is based on a specific player character that I have played before. Who multi-classed into Sorcerer. And so despite not being able to move, they can still cast spells. So, I need...
It doesn't require a semantic component.
Correct. But also, they still have fingers. They were bound like this, behind their back. So yes, it will be hard. I will have to get them to roll a sleight of hand to be able to even attempt it, if it requires a semantic component. However, I need to look up this spell because I thought they were going to die today. Oh, I forgot to put... No, that's whiskey. I don't want whiskey. I want...
I do.
Captain Vukovar Corvin,
We're
interrupting
gonna need
you.
it. We're gonna need it
Yes?
after this.
Since
This is a
1927.
real shitty banquet. This is good though.
Okay, so they do have to roll a sleight of hand. However, that is a 19 plus... I don't know. It's enough. It's above 20 somewhere, I just hate maths.
While we're working this out, I would just like to say, for semantic purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
A banquet is a meal. So as soon as people stop eating, the banquet's over, guys.
You are absolutely arguing that.
Captain Vukovar Grandma's doing. He's like, you said
Technically, you're
and-
correct.
Yeah.
Like,
Technically.
Legally,
and
he's correct.
reception are two separate events. You don't
Yeah.
say,
Okay.
"Oh, once the ceremony ends, the wedding's
So-
over. We go to the reception after that."
One,
No,
two,
that's exactly what
three,
I'm doing for 5
4.
turns.
Uh-oh. No, she'd target it so it wouldn't hit you.
Would she?
Yes. Most likely. I mean, she's still, like, faithful to the crew, right? She's not under the spell anymore.
She hasn't followed a single one of my orders since we fucking got here. I'm
She
replacing
so
her soon.
has. Fuck you.
She so has not.
I don't want to kill you, that's why I'm not putting you in the radius.
Fuck it, we ball.
Do you want to roll a dex saving throw? Because I'll make you roll a dex saving throw. I have
Rogue.
a handful. Yeah, I know. It's still gonna kill him if he doesn't succeed.
It's fine. Knowing me, I roll a 16 anyway.
Dang, that's some real shit damage.
Maybe it wouldn't have died.
Anyway.
Oh, and she's
Yeah.
immune to it. Fuck.
Smart.
Did she cast a fireball at the fire elemental?
I never said she was smart. However, Captain, what was your contract made out of again?
I'm sorry?
Was the captain's contract on paper?
Theoretically, yeah.
If it doesn't hit the captain, it doesn't hit the contract.
Yeah.
Isn't-
I'd also argue.
isn't
also
the Strings of
argue
Fate
if
looking
I'm
over
gonna
it?
dex save away, and then I'm gonna take the contract with me.
Okay, we're not
Also,
burning
I
the
would-
contract. However, the
Also, I would
Ice
say
Herald
that the
and Strings of Fate both
contract is
take
a
half damage.
magical document because it's clearly been signed
Yeah.
by God, but that's
Yeah.
beside the point. Does
Don't
that
worry.
make it a warlock?
I mean, if you want to multi-class into it after this session, you can.
Yeah, just piss off your patron by arguing semantics with them.
Okay.
That is exactly what I would do if I was a warlock. Are you kidding me?
So, as Alathae twists around in their bindings and yells at you, Captain, to fucking duck out of the way. A massive blast of fire hits one corner of the dais so that it doesn't hit you or Samael, but it hits all 3 of the deities on the dais. The flame primordial is surprisingly unaffected. Surprisingly. And the Strings of Fate manage to avoid it. However, the Ice Herald, who was distracted, melts away. It's not there. His physical form has been destroyed. Raphael.
So I do not need to make the save because Raphael doesn't breathe. He just sort of looks around and goes. He's gonna be like, look at Sadie and be like,
What?
Oh.
What?
Blah,
Hold
blah,
on,
blah,
hold
blah.
on.
just walks past you and is like, fucking do what you like. Gonna go over to his brother and stabilize him.
Okay. Roll
Oh,
a
there's
medicine
no one
check.
between us now. It's just us.
That is a 16 for medicine. So I'm
16 for
assuming that's
medicine?
enough to-
He is stabilized. I hope you know if you had failed that, he would have immediately died because he'd been on 2 fails, 2 successes.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna look up. He is like 10 feet away. I'm gonna walk up with my remaining like 20 feet up to the 3 people and just kind of dribble on the floor like, is this fun for you? And just like kind of lean there like, is this entertaining?
Has it been a minute yet? How many rounds has it been?
It has been
4 rounds.
4 rounds.
Yeah.
So,
Still got 6 to go.
yeah.
And 5 of those are going to be us distracting.
Well,
Mint.
technically,
just gonna lean
4
on
of
whatever
those.
passes to the balcony and is just like, I'm not gonna play the game if I can't speak. It's no fun. No fun for anyone.
The flame primordial looks at you.
You know
Are you
that
having
thing that
fun
people can
there?
do where they like make their tongue like squirt out saliva from like underneath it? That.
That's so gross.
If you projectile vomited seawater on the flame primordial, could you put her out?
Yeah, if
Therefore
I just
killing
start
her.
spitting rap god and it's just like a water gun, like Squirtle, just like Squirtle. Squirtle, use water gun, and Raphael's just like, bleh.
This has been most enlightening. I do hope you'll forgive a hasty departure. You can contact the doorman, and he will provide you with your payment. I look forward to when we meet again. You've provided some very interesting insight for all of us.
I'm sure we have.
Now, have fun explaining this to the rest of the guests. She kind of clicks her fingers and disappears in a plume of smoke. And the strings of fate just melts into the wall. They were the one controlling the labyrinth.
I guessed. Bitches.
Is Ice Daddy still around?
No, his physical
No, he
form
got
was destroyed
vaporized.
by... Yeah. He got melted by Alathae.
Great job.
Yes. As
Can I speak again?
the deities melt away, disappear, the spell effect ends, you can speak again.
Does that include us as well?
Yes.
Do
You
we now
are-
not hate each other?
You
and
now
actually see
don't
that
hate
they're-
each other, but you
that
are
they're my
aware...
real legitimate sister, except
You
that, like,
are
there's a-
aware of everything they told you, everything they said to you,
Mm-hmm.
including the fact that Satine doesn't care about anyone or anything.
Ooh.
First of all, rude, but Sadie's bigger than that because I'm the older one.
The
By like
Yeah,
3
Matt.
seconds.
Well, that's
The-
still 3 seconds, okay? First of all.
door to the hallway and the door to the balcony and the door into the foyer swing open. The remainder of the guests come down the stairs from the balcony. You never noticed that they were up there. In fact, you couldn't see the balcony while confronting the deities.
Like we didn't pay attention, or we just couldn't see it.
You just
because
couldn't
I
see
thought
it.
I
Wasn't
just
there.
Wasn't there?
thought- Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, Matt walked onto the roof and it wasn't there.
Several of them look incredibly fucking shocked and like pale at Lark's broken body in the middle of the floor, Tamarin's body off in the corner, the body of Raphael's oldest brother face down on the floor, and the now stabilized Samael, and a bound Alathae, who's currently flipping the fuck out of captain for tying her up. That wasn't my fault.
I disagree.
It was a mind spell bullshit.
I could have killed you the entire time.
I'm sure you could
tied you up. And yet, you are tied up.
Okay, so you can untie me?
Yes. Now. So I'm like, hello everyone. The banquet is over. I would appreciate you all leaving. Thank you.
And like a purple tiefling kind of lifts her hand out of the crowd. She's like, has anyone seen my brother? Have you seen Lark?
Nah, Satine's already gone, you know?
I will get to that. Everyone else, file out.
Wait, please, what happened to him?
Over here. Come here. Come here.
Okay. She kind of walks over. And she's like trying to look over your shoulder. Where's Lark?
No, come here. I'm going to bring them into a little cuddle, right? And then I'm going to look at Raphael and I'm going to give him a thieves' cant sign for all of them. They're leaving. Make sure they leave. GTFO, those guys, right? And then I'm just going to sort of usher her into a corner and be like, everything is fine. I will take care of everything. Do not worry.
Where's Sadie and Satine?
They've had a very rough evening. I will try and find them. But first, could you do me a favor?
What is it?
I'm going to point out Alathae and be like, that poor injured woman over there has been tied up by a rapscallion. Can you please untie her to the best of your abilities?
Right. Do you want me to heal her too?
That would be lovely.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna see.
Got some of that.
I'm gonna try and see everyone out, and then I'm going to go look for the doorman. Is there a doorman?
Yes. The person who you
Excellent.
handed off your invitation to stands next to a little complimentary stand that had all of the champagne glasses.
I'm going to go up to him and be like, hello, sir, how are you doing?
Cut the shit. What do you want?
I was told that upon completion of the banquet, I was to come see you for my payment.
Yep, what is it? What do you want?
I'm going to show the little invitation that says, and I quote, so whatever the captain asks for will be provided upon completion of the banquet. And as you can see, the banquet is over.
Yeah,
so,
I'm aware. What do you want?
Semantics.
Cut to the chase.
Huh?
Cut to the chase. What is it?
There are 3 corpses of dearly departed friends and family in there. I would like them to be alive again.
Yeah, I can be sorted.
Resurrected, if you will. Thank
Unfortunately, you
very
only
much.
get one thing you ask for. So, which one of them you want?
Oh, see, that's the lovely part. I would like their deaths to be undone.
Yep, one of them. Which one?
Well, you see, and I go back to the letter. I hope you know this is going to take a while. What
I don't have a while.
I ask for. Well, I guess you should. I guess you should start giving me what I want, because I believe the term "whatever I ask for" means whatever I ask for, and I want 3 people to be resurrected, fully and wholly.
But then where are the consequences for your mistakes? You get one.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't make any mistakes. My contract, and I go, has been completed in full. As you see, the flame primordial was neither harmed this entire time, nor did she leave, I'm trying to say this right, nor did she die at any point. I protected her very well, I would like to say. So, I made no mistakes.
Oh, you made several, but I don't have time to point them out. So, who's first?
First, in order, we'll go Tamarin. Then we will go Lark. And then we will go whatever the name of the oldest Delaware brother. I would know it.
I don't know it.
You never said it, so...
Yeah, I never got told it.
Never asked.
No, I didn't. I'm just like, yeah, this is another one, it's dead.
Yeah, I would say because Vukovar did some sleuthing about the city, he would know the name of some of the nobility, including the eldest Delaware. So I say in that order.
Okay. What about you? What do you want? Raphael.
Me? Oh. Nothing much. I'd just like to leave now.
Is that really what you want?
So, no. Really what I want is to tear your throat out, drink the blood of whatever strange creature you actually are underneath that weird skin you color.
I mean, you can leave, but it's not much of a reward, is it?
I really don't want a reward. This kind gentleman here has resurrected my brother, and I have things to deal with, so if you'd please just stop being a prick and get out of my way, that would be... You know what? That'll be my reward. I'm gonna ask you to not be a prick for 1 whole hour. I know that might be a godly task for you, but by the primordials, I think you can do it.
Alright. And for your record, I was never in your way. You could leave at any time you wanted.
That is very incorrect.
He had...
Really, you couldn't last 3 seconds. You couldn't last 3 seconds.
No!
You smoked now? Or, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. I'm gone. Whatever. I'm gonna turn to Captain Vukovar. You have a friend in the Delaware family now. Look me up if you need anything. Are Sadie and Satine still, like, in view?
Yeah, we're at Lark's body, I'm presuming, because... Look, Satine, that's her man's, and probably real sad. And I'm just there.
I'm gonna pull out a knife with my family emblem on it and just throw it to land somewhere near them. Just be like...
Somewhere near them?
I mean, I'm a rogue. I'm not gonna miss.
No, I know.
I'm gonna land it between their legs if I want to.
You kill Lark again.
Yeah, just hit Lark in the head. No, I'll put it like between the 2 sisters, getting one of their attentions.
I'll take it. Satine, I know you got your Lark moment coming up, so I'll just like reach down, grab the dagger, like turn to look at you, Raphael, and like hold it up in, acknowledgement that I got it.
The doorman walks into the banquet hall.
I'm going to follow them.
Yep. Kind of waves his hand. Not much. He doesn't do much to indicate he's doing anything. And you hear a spluttering cough from the corner of the room as
That's the elf, yeah?
Tamarin like lurches up from the ground, suddenly having a heart again, because her heart was ripped out. She kind of hunches over herself, like doubles over, and she's like, "Oh God, I think I'm gonna be sick."
Better than your previous fates.
A little help, Captain, please. I feel like I've just been run over by an airship.
One moment. I'm going to look at Sadie and Satine and be like, do you get anything out of this? Any, recompense, compensation? I think to ask this fine gentleman over here, pointing towards the doorman.
And I look down at Satine. What's Satine doing? Because I feel like you're having a moment with Lax. If you want to have that moment first, I'm sure this will inform me as to what's going on.
We'll do that moment first, I think. Satine, Lark's body is in really shit shape right now. Like, first of all, he was...
not the chiseled person he was when he greeted
I mean,
us in the morning.
first of all, he was disemboweled. Second of all, he was then cut down from the balcony and fell, like, at least a story and has broken several bones. He's currently still dead. However, as the doorman waves his hand, you see the bones that were previously shifted out of space, like out of place, begin to crunch back. Like, his body is putting itself back together in a way that shouldn't be possible, but it's. Like, he would have been beyond the bounds of most healing and revivify spells.
So he's recognizable?
He's recognizable. He is back in one piece. He looks almost asleep.
Okay.
Until he opens his eyes. He is still hot.
Okay. Alright.
He looks almost asleep.
Okay.
Until he opens his eyes and then, like, shoots upright, like, sitting. It's like, oh god. Satine?
Lark.
Is...
do I go? Oh, yeah.
Are you
Lark,
okay?
I see what I'm doing? Okay. Lark! I run over. I kneel down. I grab him, and I embrace him for just a brief moment.
I'm just gonna gently cure wounds as Satine does that. So just a little bit of...
He's not bleeding anymore.
So it's not as bad.
Okay. As I embrace him, just so I gotta. All right. So, is there only one way out of the hall right now?
There's still the hallway, the stairs to the balcony, and the way into the foyer, which was the way, like,
out.
Yeah.
So to get out of the building is just that
it's just
one
through the
way.
foyer. Yeah.
Okay, and the hallway where the rune was is not the same hallway to go out. It's the other hallway.
It's
right.
Yeah, the one to the foyer is the way to leave.
Okay. All right, and is everyone leaving, or are they just kind of like dazing around? Have people started leaving?
Everyone has left except
and it's
for
just us. Okay.
The 3 Delaroy brothers, the captain, Alathae, and Tamarin. Misery, who is currently over by Alathae healing her wounds and stuff. And you and your sister. And the doorman.
Okay. And, like, because technically no one died. So, therefore, our contract is fulfilled.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Because no one is dead anymore.
Yeah? So, like, So,
your contract is fulfilled.
So, alright. As I embrace Lark with his new coming of life, I whisper in his ear, just so only he can hear it. So, I'm hoping, well... Sadie doesn't hear because this is an intimate.
Sage whisper. It's fine. Yeah.
Do I have to roll for that? Okay. No. Okay. And I whisper in his ear, "It'll be over soon."
It sounds like you're gonna kill him.
I love it.
Oh, what do you mean? Like
you do not undo all my good work.
What do you mean? We're about to leave. It'll be over soon. That's what I. That's what I whisper.
Okay. And he kind of. He lets his body relax and he, like, slumps into you, returning the hug.
As I stand back up, I turn to my dear sister, and I also embrace her with a big sigh of relief.
Give her a big hug, and I'm like, don't you ever freaking say that about me again, I swear to God.
Just a bit of tension in the air. I acknowledge her comments. I hold the embrace. I pull her back and I say, "Dear sister, what is it that you want most in this world?"
Honestly, I just want us to probably leave here and hopefully never have to experience that ever again, because that was awful.
And before we I just want to clarify. So, do we both get what we
You
want?
both get anything
Okay.
you want.
Okay. So, what, like, are we just like conversing? Is that it?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
just talking.
Oh, okay. So I say, dear sister, make your
Yes?
wishes known. Let's get out of here, and I will say my last wish at the end.
All right, I'll go first then, and I will go up to the door dude, whoever it is that I'm supposed to be getting my payment for, and that is my wish. I'm just like, look, honestly, the gods suck. Clearly, this was very not entertaining. In fact, I think, and I point like to the
Feedback
people who
form.
to the people who left from like, there are several people who have now been severely traumatized, and I'm sure they would never want to follow those people ever again in their entire lives, although it might be fleeting to them. It's still probably important. I would just like it so that my sister and our current family unit that we have, and I like motion to this group.
Lark misery.
Yep. I'm just like, I hope that we never, or I wish that we never have to go through that again. And never find ourselves in the presence of those people ever again. Thanks.
And are we making our way
Like, we
out
done?
as that's happening?
Yeah,
That's
we're
the-
making our way
Okay,
out.
okay. And may I reveal my last wish?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely
get
you
up.
can.
As we go out, because it's all happy and cheery, and we're, our family unit's on the way out, I turn back with a face looking at the captain and Delaroy, and I say, my final wish is to cast a curse upon your houses, on you and your future generations. This has been a crappy experience, and I never want to see you all again.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you seriously say you want to curse our family?
And future generations, I suppose. I was
Yep.
trying to pull up something.
Okay.
I know your
Believe
character
this-
and stuff come back, so it's like.
I believe the specifics of the curse is they don't see any of us again.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are now
So-
invisible to them.
I am going to pull out my rapier and be like, spectacular.
We all be
I
in
would have
this
just-
That's it.
today.
I'm just going to pull out my invisible rapier and follow
That's
Oh.
a curse. That's that should be something. I don't care what the curse is, as
Yeah.
long as it's got a negative
Yeah.
effect on
Yeah.
them. I don't want to see them again.
Oh, it does.
You will never see us again.
them. Never
You will
see us again.
literally never see us again.
What
Oh,
happens?
that's
What
fair,
happens?
Okay. As you all leave the town hall, breathing a sigh of relief, you've got your families back again. You survived. You get to go home. And that's the end of Myths and Masquerades. For now.
Beautiful.
For now.
Boom.
Yeah,
We
I
may
should've
come
been better
back
with my
later.
curse.
Oh, don't worry.
I
I will tweet
Should've
out
been better with
what
it.
I will tweet out exactly what the curse is. You will all get to know what the
That
curse
was
is.
a pretty solid ending, Ray. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, I loved it. Beautiful, amazing, wonderful. I will now find someone to raid. I just realized it's probably gonna. We're all a blank screen. That's fine. It's the end. Don't forget that we are sponsored, so consider checking out the thing. Thank you all for coming. It was really lovely.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yep, Raid Shadow Legends, you guys.
The thing.
The thing.
Gotta get the sponsorship money.
Yeah, exactly.
The cash
Okay.
money.
Let's find someone to raid. Because no one I follow is online.
And we're all here.
Yeah. I want to find an art streamer, I think. Ba. Okay. we are going to raid Lilymon. They seem really really sweet, and they have a lovely art style, so we are going to raid them. Go send them some love. Thank you again for coming and checking out Earth 817. We'll be back with the main campaign next week, I believe. So.
Ciao, Bella.
Bye.
Bye.